Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I don't know what time of day it is wherever you're at. This may be a playback for you. This may be something you're the live for, but we are here to have a good old long nasty conversation about one of my favorite TV shows to ever grace our screens, and that is RuPaul's Drag Race. This is season 17, episode 5, RDR Live. It looks like they're starting a trend here, but we like to reuse themes. And was this one successful in the reusation of? Is that a word? I made it up. Maybe it is. Don't know. Rosacea? Either way, I feel very blessed to be in front of all of you today. My rant pack community, I love y'all down. I hope you are all feeling blessed and not stressed. I want to thank you so much for being a part of this team and community, in this family, in this and the other. Jason, I'm gonna do you and some other people a favor, because I'm in a headspace of not ragging on everything. And I'm also in a headspace of enjoying stuff a little bit more right now versus dunking on things. So if you maybe have been looking for, I need you to read this episode. I need you to go in. It was terrible. I don't have it. Love you down. I don't got it for you, friend. I enjoyed myself. There are things I didn't care for. There are things I would have done differently. I am enjoying a lot of the delusion that's going on in this workroom. I'm enjoying a lot of the mass amount of oh, you think you're that girl, but you're really not that girl, but you're trying to be that girl, but you want to be her, but you're not her, but that's what you think this is. I like that. I'm enjoying it. I'm here for the foolery. It also feels like there are now front runners, if you will, but I'm also trying to have everybody clock in and realize that this is episode 5. And there are still 12 queens left. We haven't even really begun the competition. Damn near. 2 people went home. That's it. 5 episodes. 2. Dose. Duh. We have another ride to go. We almost have hit just the first mark, if you will, for what seems to be a very long season, and I'm kind of okay with it. So let's not count everybody out just yet. That's where my mind is going, because I'm like, right now, there's a lot of challenges that some queens think that they're going to do very well on. They're not doing so well on. But what is to come later down the line? Because, a lot of people don't hit their stride until later on in the race, especially if you're one of those cross-country girls. You know what I'm talking about. When you really when you kick into gear and you need to go. I don't know. And then next week, La Roach is going to be in our presence. And I know that we have a love for Lexi like nobody's business. I'm going to challenge our young babies that enjoy this show, that really do like this show so much, that everything is taken so personally. And I can't fault you, because you are children still, or you are young adults, or you are people who just got out of your house and you just found out what rent looked like, maybe, and a job, whatever. I'm going to challenge you to not attack him just for going in on maybe her or somebody else, because I find it funny that if we let the people read the people we don't really like that, we're like, yes, you did what we are, all that kind of stuff, right? But then when it's folks that we are almost too passionate about, we lose sight of what we're supposed to be doing here. How is Law not a permanent judge? Nerdigans, did you not clock in? Hunter Schafer and La Roach are on the panel. So that means no Carson. That means no Ross. That means no Madison. So Law is literally a sitting chair in rotation this season. Did you? I was like, what? Because I'm thinking, Are they going to have Madison or someone else there and then it's two guest judges? That makes not a lick of sense for the episode. Yes, if you look in the trailer, it shows Hunter Schafer in that beautiful gold ensemble. And then you see La Roach, but then you see Lexi's face, and they're all like, oh, because Lexi said, oh, someone messed with my outfit. Y'all, next week looks like it's going to be a gag. I have to say, season 17 story producing's been fun. Not gonna lie, there are a few folks I thought would have been gone early, like Acacia Forgot, no shade, where I'm like, no, you're actually solidified right now in this running. I don't look at you as someone who needs to go home immediately. I'm like, okay, there's a purpose for them. I find a purpose and place for everybody. There are a few folks I'm disappointed with, just with the way things are going, but I'm also still a fan of. So it's like, whatever, I'm gonna ride with them, Corey. But you know, I'm having a good time. This lip sync too. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's gonna be it for me. Passing out, die. Oh God, I had a little Brita filter came out over there. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm gonna be honest with you, and I want to get it off my chest before we get to the lip sync. It was great for Lydia in terms of like, oh, this feels like the Willow Pill moment where I'm like, so there's okay, I see. Would I have wanted something different? Yes. Would I have wanted something a little bit more in the zone with the element of what was going on? Oh, absolutely. But I have to give Lydia her coots because I was shocked. I was like, ow. Now, does this give me what I want? No. But at the same time, I was like, okay. Like I would have wanted something different, but I also go, it was one of those, it was just unexpected. And I think that's why it really did what it needed to be done. And I will say this too, because I am being a little critical and I don't want nobody being mad. Like, Pat, you can't give her flowers. I am. She did eat up Arietti, and I love Arietti. So, that's my Libra sister. Love her down. Oh, I have never seen someone go through. It was like the song is Boogie Wonderland, and you're just going way too hard. The jumps in the air, what's happening? Every time it was dance, you in the air. No one said jump. I was so confused. We'll get to it. Thank you for tuning in. Get ready for the ride. Get your libations, get your snacks, get something going on here. If you want to light it up, do what you got to do. Let's have fun today, kids, because this is what it's all about. If you want all of my information in terms of social media links and then some, it is in the About section of this YouTube channel, but I will give that information in more detail at the end of this episode, just so we can get to the point. It's like been 12 minutes, guy. Come on. Also, I did have a super chat that came in earlier while I was having to restart my computer. All my love to Mo to the A to the Monica. You know that I appreciate you. Oh, I did that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Tippy Boo, I love you down, baby. Lydia said, y'all better put some respect on my name. Listen, now we know why Corey in there. Reminds her of family. The way that baby was tuning in and doing a little boogaloo. I was like, oh, okay. I want to know how she eats her wings and if she prefers drums or flats. Because we have to ask those questions. Is all the meat gone? If there's something left, I'm going to look at you. Suck it off the mold. But listen, let me stop. Let's go ahead and do this. I need to go ahead and press this button. It is important because I am going to say some things today that may cross a few lines and may dot a few I's and T's. Dot T's? What? This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the individuals mentioned or the shows mentioned on this program. Don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker. You're going to be here for a little bit of a while. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good, nasty poot. Listen, if you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, I am in a little bit of a pickle with some vinegar in a jar, if you will, right now. I have taken care of everything I needed to take care of. And like I've told y'all, my analytics, thank you for tuning in this January. What looks like for February going into March, into April, the way it's tracking, y'all tuning in, y'all watching the lives, y'all sitting through the full bit of it, tuning in the lives themselves, the playbacks, comment section, it's all coming back together to the point where I have now seen what was literally a triple down back up. So like, I'm like, oh my gosh, everything's back in order again. At the same time, I'm still going to do the things I said I was going to do because I don't want this to ever happen again. Truthfully. But like, thank you for tuning in. But if you do want to send a tippy poo today, it's kind of importante because today's the first and I'm a little short. I'm short like 1:30 for it, to be honest with you. I'm not happy about this, to be honest, because I thought I calculated correctly and I did not. So any and all tippy poos today that go into Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo is totally going in to that fund. Every bill I have here has been paid, though. I will say this. And your boy got the car title, because remember, my car's not working and I'm trying to sell it to actually get another new car. We're on the path, everybody. I got the title the other day from my friend. We signed everything correctly. Now I'm on the next process. So this week coming up on my off day, I am going to be looking for another vehicle. I am so freaking happy. Y'all don't understand. I'm like, oh, I'm starting off February. Correct. Black History Month already. Thank you. Now, you don't have to if you don't have anything. I know this is like a hot topic and some people have attacked me for this. I totally get it. Like, I hate you. I don't hate you, but if you don't have it, please hit that thumbs up button. That is super importante. That goes into the algorithm. Get in the comment section, talk about the show, and interact with your fellow Rant Pack members because that is something I love to see. And I do enjoy everybody's commentary, whether we agree or disagree. But yes, any and all tips today are going to be super importante into the whole goal. Yeah, so between today and tomorrow, if I can get that 134, we'll be set to go, and Matty is going to be able to go. And then I can focus on my damn trip coming up. Because I have a trip coming up to Puerto Vallarta. If anybody knows about Mexico, it is my first trip. I'm getting a passport and everything. This is also the reason why I'm focusing on DragCon UK versus LA this year. So if you're over in the United Kingdom, I am planning a trip next year for DragCon. Like I'm planning it with my friend and everything, and we're going through it. Because I said this year is going to be different. I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to be about my shit, right? So I'm going to Puerto Vallarta for my like cleansing trip. That's for my soul healing. It's also going to be around my mom's birthday. Y'all know I lost my mommy. So like that's going to be a beautiful thing for me out there. I'm going to go out there and do something special on her day. My friends know I'm going to do that. I'm trying to plan that out right now for some beach and see if I can do something special for her. Then after that, for my birthday, because I already told myself we're going to be cheap. We're going to stay at home. We're going to have a good time. We're going to do some like self-love kind of day. But the next trip, because again, we're trying to be smart with money and I have some goals and some things I'm working on. And plus, I'm probably going to have another job by this time because like, baby, my manifestation's been working for me lately. So I'm like, okay, let's go. I want to go to the UK. I haven't met any of y'all that live out there. And a lot of you have talked to me, especially my son, Ted. I'm like, I really need to go. My gay son, Ted. My trans son, Ted, actually. But yes, like that part. So I do plan to come. I do plan to go. Whoa, I do plan. I hate me. Okay, I plan to go. And Liam, oh my God, wouldn't it be crazy if I finally met you? Like after all these years? So like there is something in the air for me where I'm like, we're going to do things differently this year. And I want to encourage that energy throughout this channel. And I'm trying to reflect my best way possible going forward. So let's have fun. I'm a read, I'm a gag, I'm a tea. But like if anybody, I get it. Sometimes lines get crossed or whatever. Just know no ill intentions. I'm here to have fun. Shout out to Angeria. I talked to her earlier today. Angie, hold on, sister. Did you send me because I said if you want to come on here, girl, I will send you the link. She got busy, bitch. Shout out to Angeria. We talked a little bit about the episode in the DMs. I normally do that with Jiggly, but like Angie today hit me up and she's like, girl, let's talk. I was like, yes, let's have a gag. But she knows she's more than welcome to come on my show. She knows. Crash, thank you for the tippy poo via so y'all the ADHD. Super chat. There we go. The case that really surprised me this week. Lydia clocked in for that lip sync. Anya is a natural star. The fashion girls can stay mad at Susie so far. Aja said the same thing. Y'all need to understand, as much as we can be like, they're hating on Susie and shit like that. Bitch, this is the drag race I want. I want that month. I need that old school logo bullshit again. I need it, bro. Like, it's not as fun when everybody is just, you're so good. Oh my God. It's going to be okay, girl. No. Humble somebody. Humble a lady. Humble her down. And then also prove bitches wrong. And then also, bitch, if you fucked up the previous week, come back next week stronger. That is the drag race I'm watching right now. That is what I'm currently living for. And I got to say, Anya Nerve, you can't go nowhere. There are a couple queens I'm like, they can't leave. If they leave, I don't know how I'm going to get through this season. Anya has, after this episode in particular, completely instilled in my like body or essence and being. I was like, oh, I need all of that. That's a friend. She may not play video games with me, but I could definitely go have lunch with her or dinner, like something cute and like kitschy with the rest of the good kind of people where we can cackle at the table. Maybe at someone's house for someone cooking some real good food and someone rolling something on the table. You know what I'm talking about? But like, I love Anya. Hermona's growing on me a lot. Sometimes I want Hermona to like cack at them a little bit more, but she grew on me a little bit this episode too. I was very proud of her. But Corbs, actually, to your point with your super chat, I'm gonna get to it. I wanted her to say that to her face, but I think she was like, let her breathe, let her be mad. I ain't gonna get her. She's pissed. Like, I'm in the top. I ain't gonna rock her. I ain't gonna rock her. Thank you, Crash, for this super chat. Thank you so much, baby. But yes, Corbs. Thank you, love. I wish Hermona would have barked back at Arietti. Maybe Hermona's sadness will find the right orb, if you will. Passing joy on the left-hand side, maybe grabbing anxiety, if you will. And then stopping over by jealousy. Speaking of Inside Out, great movie. Yeah. Okay, I had some tippy poos that came into. I want to start the show. We need to get into it because there's a lot to break down. Shout out to Drewski. Thank you so very much on my Cash App. Thank you so much, baby. Sending some love. Stephanie, God bless you. You know, I appreciate you, baby. Love from Poland. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I more than appreciate you, my darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Don, hey, Donna. Donna, first of all, you know I love you, Donna. One, because your name is Don. Well, you know the last name, but I love saying that in my head because I'm like, that's such an awesome fucking name. But then also, it's the fact that one of my favorite characters on television's name is Donna, and I have to see this. If you know what show it is, I'm not going to say what it is, but y'all can figure it out if you know my TV watching skills. But every time I read your name, I'm like, Donna. Thank you, baby. Happy Black History Month. Anya's birthday is the day after your mom. Wow. Oh, that's why I like her. That must be the Gemini closeness that I like. Because, I'm a Gemini moon, too. So I'm a Libra with a Virgo rising and a Gemini moon. Shout out to y'all's big threes. I love to hear them in the comment section. For those astrology girls. Crash, thank you for the tippy poo with the super chat. I must say that I will miss Joella and the Dan Hibiki of drag. Oh. I would have said potato, but there you go. We can go ahead and get to it here. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being here. If you want to drop a tippy poo, awesome. But I got to get to the show. Chorus King. Corinthians. I'm going to give you a Christian name, Corey. Corinthians King. Scott. Do you hear me? Come over here, sister. My bold shoulders. My pink hole lover. Come here, sister, because it has to be. I can't imagine it being another. Come here. I'm rooting for you, Cicely. You're not giving Tyson's chicken, though. It's not selling. It's not out there. I need you to step on in. I need you to do it because I'm over here going, she got one more reference. She got one more. I like her. I still love me some Corey Dow, bitch. I give that whole hug in a hot day. But like, a lot of stuff that she's doing, I would love to see her in the club with, and I would be gagged and geeking over. But when it comes to like her competitors and the way it's being presented, it's not hitting as hard. But she's good TV for me still. Don't give a damn how y'all feel. I mean, I get it. Read the core. But like, I still like Corey for TV. I just don't see her in the competition level right now with the runways so far compared to her sister that was on this show. And that's not shade to Corey to be nasty. It's to be, let's look at the television show that we're watching here and realize episode 5 in, it's not giving what it needs to be giving because your Meet the Queens was snatched. I wasn't really turned by Anya's Meet the Queens. Her on the show is a different story. I'm like, oh, this is why I like this bitch. For Corey, I'm like, oh, sister, your Meet the Queens was chewing. Was that after you had time to learn? Just saying. So, as much as I like my Corinthians, first and second, that is the king of the Kongs, of possibly the Janes that are pulling up by the wan and the wombs and a bitch. It was a great movie. I got to tell you, it's one of my favorite. And I'm not talking about the Peter Jackson long ass winded version. Okay. Corey, step up, wake up, Pearl. I love you down because she's funny. I think I don't know what's going on because yeah, if you've seen Corey's vlogs and stuff like that, that bitch is funny. Like there's a joy and there's sort of like a not don't take me too seriousness to her, but it's not translating right now in this format the way I want it to for her. We'll get there. No one is going to forget the Ella. I'm most certainly not going to forget the Slasian sensation of Los Angeles, California. I'm never going to forget it. But Sam Star, like me and many others, is wondering, okay, Corey's been talking, but I haven't seen the walking. Now, Sam, you're going to get a piece of that pie today. You are. And I hate that for Sam, but I live and I love because she was talking a lot today. And I said, oh, she got a little bit of that pie today. Oh, did Miss Minnie serve it to you? Yeah, because as much as I'm like, Sam is beat and polished down, her runway did not give what needed to be given today, and then neither did she do in the challenge. So it was very, she was talking a big little game, and then baby, she had to bring it back down, bring it back down. But Sam is a competitor, and I do want to see what happens going far. This is a slip up today. She also had a bad, why that voice? We'll get there. Crystal is a little envious, see what I did there, of Anya winning, but she's not going to say it directly, but she's more so going to speak in terms of, I was this close, I was this close, I was this close. And a butthole next to her, along with her trade, would like to, nope, doesn't apply in the show, Matthew. You know better. You know better. Don't confuse the young babies because they've already misused that word too much. They're also saying piggy now, and it's confusing me because I come from a day when piggy meant something real salacious. It meant something real. It meant something real wet. A little dare, if you dare, go into a little sexual. So I was like, oh, we're giving new definitions to things. I was like, how dare Jules speak of that when there's swine? That like defeats the whole purpose of the song for me. like I need you to listen to Lady Gaga swine. She was the best that one. That's the piggy I'm talking about, okay? Very much in song format. Now, they do sort of stroke a little bit of the crystal and make sure it's not that envious, but she's right there. Anya's right there. They thought it was going to be her. I mean, high key. Crystal did do well for the challenge. Her look was also spectacular. So somebody believing somebody else could have won is possible, but it's also a moment for Anya to be like, hey, bitch, oh, I won in this. They're like, don't read yourself, but it's more so, here's the thing. I don't know if it was Anya really reading herself, but more like mocking in them in reference to, oh, she won in that. You feel me? That's why I was cackling. I didn't think that Anya was reading, was talking about, don't read yourself, girl. I was like, I don't think she's reading herself. So I think she is mocking y'all, being like this in front of her after she won. She was mocking you. And it's Susie clicking in because it's like, why are we doing this underestimation? Like, what's happening here today? I do like it though, because like, yes, everybody wants to win. Everybody want to win, and you can be a hater sometimes. Because bitch, I can be in a room and be like, I don't know how they picked this girl over me. You put her on the network. Oh, that little piece of shit ass show. What? Okay, work. But then you have to sort of you got to look in the mirror and go, all right, girl, they may just saw something today that they just didn't see for you that tomorrow you can bring. So it is what it is. I personally thought it was a cat. And I did love the start of this. And it let me know that this season is not going to be just the rainbows and lollipops that some of these viewers require. You're going to get upset. You're going to disagree. You're going to get mad. You're going to fully not be on someone's side one day and change your mind the next day. That is goddamn reality television. That's TV. It's happening on Traders for me right now. I hated Derek. Well, you don't want to talk about Pig. I hated Derek. I now want Derek to get Boston Rob so bad. It's not even funny. Like, I'm like, if you don't clock in police officer, it will change you. That is the magic of television and storytelling when it comes to reality TV. And I see them running for this Emmy. They may get it over Traders this season, high key, Drag Race. Because the way this season is going, girl, I'm just saying. Galaxy, no, you can love Rob. Do that. I'm not a fan of Boston Rob because of how he did Bob the Drag Queen, even though Bob the Drag Queen did himself like that. But I also don't like that he's using Carolyn and Danielle. Sorry, rant right now. And I want Carolyn to clock in so Boston Rob can go like flick off. But at the same time, I still want a traitor to win. So if he does win, I will be like, bravo, because it was brilliant work that he did. Yeah, I'm a bravo him. But I would kind of want another traitor to win. I just don't want any faithfuls to win because last season sucked. Did not like the winners of last season at all. And I thought it was really effed up what they did at the end. I'm still not over that. I was like, oh, that was ugly. Okay, back to Drag Race. Sorry. If you do want to see my thoughts on this week's episode of The Traders, that video is available for your consumption on my channel now. Please make sure you go watch that and give it the views that it solely deserves. God bless you. Thank you for the super chat. The funniest thing about yesterday's episode was Lexi saying Susie was the CEO of the Kumbaya Committee, only for her to eat everyone up in Untucked. Here's the thing. And I love you, Mystique. Hey, baby. Okay. Did Susie cack him? Yes. Eat him up? No. Cack him is the what I'm going to use. And if y'all don't know me, no, Siri won the first year, Claudia. She won season 1. Season 2 was CT and Trishelle that won that season. They're not wrong for telling her that this is not their taste. And this is that it gags them that she got so high. I need you to clock into that. At the same time, I'm proud of Susie because there is nothing wrong with what Susie is wearing. Do you feel me? Like, yes, you can question the taste, but you cannot question exactly what this is. I would not have wore what Susie wore, but I can respect what Susie's wearing. Does that make sense? Like, I would have been like, oh, they live for that. But I also could be like, I get it. I get it. I get it. I mean, that may be just my maturity level with this and how I'm looking at things and whatever the case may be. But if I'm giving, I'm giving. The girls can't touch me. Even if Susie's in the top, I'm sorry. I would still be like, bitch, I'm eating her up. No shade. No shade. I'm still eating her up. They may like her this episode because obviously in the challenge I wasn't giving what needed to be given, but like I'm still chewing. So when it was the very some people were rolling their eyes at her. That was the folks that I love. I'm going, girl, you look halfway house mess. I know we're not. I know we're not doing this today. Like, at least say, and I respected Jules for going, it's not my tea, but like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't care for but you're a clown. It's okay. I'm fine with this. I don't give a fuck that they're being rude. I really don't. Be nasty. Wake up Susanna. Wake her up. Wake up Susie Carr fucking Michael. Wake her up. Wake her up, baby. Wake her up. Everybody else too. All of them. Lana being upset, Lana being upset and being pouty, Lexi being over it. Oh yes, wake it up. I want upset, dishonest distrust. Give me calculations and give me, I'm angry, so I'm going to speak from the fart and not the heart. And then the brain steps in later. And now we're back to the heart. I want context and I want clues. I'm running out of breath. Let me get back to this. But yes, I love this live chat right now because I'm clearly clocked in with you here. And I understand where everyone's coming from. I'm just like, Susie, stand up for yourself. But also, people can feel the way they want to feel. They can. I'm just mad. I'm not mad. For me, I don't take this as seriously as some. And like, even with the eye rolling and like the full bit of like, I'm not feeling this or whatever, it's not going to take me out of my love of that queen and being like, this is terrible. Oh my God, I can't stand this girl. No, I'm more so going, it was a tough day for this bitch. Hope she picks it back up next week. Now, if she continues down this path, I am going to be a little bit perturbed. Today may be a rough day because you had some high hopes now, but like, they got people literally telling Lana to do, like, I was reading some stuff and I'm just like, y'all are taking the show so goddamn seriously. It's driving me crazy. I just want to have fun. Maddie, how do you feel about the Lana bit? She did good, but the fandom is all over the place. It is okay. So can I give me 2 minutes for this, right? Just 2 minutes just to address this, right? As me being a person who no longer actually participates in fandom comment section, retweets, I have learned my lesson. You cannot talk to a wall. You can't talk to a brick, and most certainly not a child who's never had a stick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody loving that baby in that household for you to be arguing with me online about some goddamn TV show that we literally are watching together. You on a free site, me paying for cable. Not the same. Not the same. So, and yes, that is a flex. So like when we are dissecting a person who is having a moment on television, how come the first day, if someone else can do that and be emotional, it can be received, but for someone else it can't because your logic is, well, all of it is justified. So you shouldn't be mad. You should actually be thankful that you're safe. But this person felt in their heart and spirit they were going to do well. It's now episode 5 and they have not been spoken to. You're going to feel some kind of way. Come on, people. And her way of dealing with it was, I don't want to talk to nobody because I'm a cry on camera. She's going to eventually break down because you're on reality TV. Good luck. But yes, she feels a way about the full bit. My outfit looks better than Susie's. I personally thought her outfit did look better than Susie's, but I also go, that is not what they were grading the scale on. They weren't grading this on the runway. And that's the problem that a lot of them are having. They're thinking, I'm going to do good, but my runway is going to chew. Versus someone who literally does the challenge, the actual category that is asked of you, the emphasis of an episode that we are watching. And then you are told what the runway is. That runway is never the highest portion of the grading scale when it comes to this show. And everyone needs to clock in. It used to be. I want y'all to really think about that later. I'm going to give y'all homework for the comment section. Can you think of a season where you may believe where the runway actually was the higher grading scale? Maybe even bring up an episode. I think that would be cool of us to like break that down. You know what I mean? Because there are times where you go, is this about the actual challenge or is this about the runway? Because you made us watch a whole episode about something else. And now it's about the runway today. So are we going to do this or are we going to do that? I'm telling you, sometimes they flip it up a little bit, and it may be because the challenge isn't good. Maybe because no one did well. So they got to grade the runway higher. It's like, we don't have really anything to go off of, so let's talk about what the look is giving. That is plausible. Maybe if things go differently from a narrative perspective, I'm waking it up. Maybe they didn't want someone to be in the top that week and they needed to have an answer for something. So they're like, you know what, we got to do this a little bit differently. And even the talking points that you see when they get on the runway, notice how sometimes the judges only speak of the look versus the talent. Like, yes, it starts off with, I really liked what you did in the challenge, but can we talk about this runway? And then all of a sudden it's about the runway for the rest of it. Closes a little bit with, yes, did so well in the challenge, but God, this look. I don't know. This is me with my hand. So just this is the Libra in me and how us Libras are we're basically Doctor Strange without like a lot of time in the uh, underworld, if you will, in dealing with spirits, unless you're one of those people that likes to shake bones and cut chicken heads off. All right. But like we go through 20 billion scenarios. I go through 20 billion scenarios in my head. I have to do the what if and then and when if not. And that's why my ADHD really kicks in. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, I'm going to think of it that way. Like, yes, today may be the day. The runway is what is the giving part of this challenge. But if everybody does well in the challenge, or there are some clear people who are doing what needs to be done, it's not going to be the runway. They're going to totally do the talent. It's a given. It's an if then scenario, but also when is it more acceptable? And is it justifiable to be upset that the person who is in the top and it's not you because your look is better? So I just don't think that Lana or anybody else needs to get hate over the show. Like you call Lana delusional and do this, that, and the other, and you hate on her for it. But Joella's fantasies of fuckery we're living for. And I guess it may be about the attitude and presentation. And I understand that, but delusion is still the same, or it's still the same word. Not everybody, not like to me, Lana reminds me of C. Diggy a little bit in the way they carry themselves. Like, even though C. Diggy probably wouldn't have done all that, but it's just tone and texture, the way they talk. So I guess I have an affinity a little bit for them because it reminds me of my friend. So it's like I kind of get Lana, but I also do look at her like, now come on, girl. Or now hold on here. But again, we're on TV. Everybody can't see themselves. You think you're giving, but you're not. So I don't know. I just don't think that people deserve hate over this show unless they're or 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 and then fill in the rest. Them people I would uh, yeah, them people they can go off and they can do all scummy. But like everybody else, these people just trying to make a living. Fozzie, oh my God, this picture of Beyonce. This lady is supposed to be at the Grammys on Sunday, y'all, and she didn't give this announcement on the 14th of January. I don't want to be that person, but if she decides at the Grammys to say what she needs to say, I will not be mad. But if it's a tour, I better see Houston in 2026. Because I am going to the UK, girl, and I'm going to Mexico. But yes, thanks, Fozzie. Can't stay long, but just want to say, show you some love. Love you too, boo. Thank you. And thank you all for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop it to people in my drawer, please and thank you. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App.SimonRants, and Venmo MattyRants. I'm not going to get into the piggy. I'm just not going to. That means something else for me. But listen, RuPaul stepped into she is wearing something interesting today. I don't know if I appreciate the suit, but she lets them know that they're doing RDR live, which is amazing. And they must do sketch comedy. If you haven't seen Saturday Night Live, you probably are blessed. Even though there are some really funny skits. If I'm going to give you a skit to watch that's going to keep you into the RuPaul's Drag Race universe, it's on YouTube, and it was a deleted sketch that never was on air. I don't know why they didn't put it on the air because it was the funniest one. It's RuPaul and Bowen, and they're doing this coal miners like bit, and it's based off of Dynasty. You are going to cackle. Okay, you're going to keep cack. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh God, what's the name of it? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick just to like give the name of the skit. If you've never seen it, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen RuPaul do. Like it was, yes, it's Coal Miners Face Off because it was cut for time. But it's on YouTube right now for Saturday Night Live, but it's called the Coal Miners Face Off. It is so funny. What about my little stepchildren? Oh my goodness. And then the other one when she was at the dinner table and she was like, they were basically doing a designing women bit. Yeah, RuPaul was on there. She did pretty good. Well, I'm sorry that you're not a Saturday Night Live watcher. You may be giving yourself that may be good for your mental health because some of those skits are not funny. But every now and then they get a guest on there and it just really hits, or they let Keenan write the majority of the skits and then it works out very well. But I do watch sometimes depending on the guest, like if like say Keke Palmer or somebody pops up on there, and normally it's a good time. But yeah, I was more of an In Living Color watcher, if you will, for those of you who remember what In Living Color is and where that used to come on, like FX back in the day. And then also, what was the other show? Mad TV, but those are a little bit more. A little bit more offensive in these times, if you will. Even though In Living Color was everything and then some, and so was Mad TV, low key. Stuart, look what I can do. I also love Portlandia. If anybody knows about that show with Fred Armisen and it's Carrie something, I think. I believe they're married. Portlandia is such a weird, funny sketch comedy show that is based in Portland, Oregon. Bitch, I'm sorry. It's actually a really good show. There's a free network if you have like a Vizio TV or it's like free TV stations that are like with the internet. There's actually a network that plays Portlandia 24/7. And I'm gonna tell you now, I keep it running sometimes. Like I'll turn the TV on at 2 a.m. when I'm in my insomnia mode and just have Portlandia playing. And my favorite skit is normally the bookstore girls. Or there's a relationship one where she talks like this. Like Carrie's the guy, and so she talks like this or whatever. And then Fred Armisen's like, I don't understand. Mickey, you know, Fred is so fucking funny to me. So like, I can't help but cackle. I really can't help but cackle. I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, I'm sorry. Let me get off of that. There are a couple of skits that are quite hilarious with it, but this is what the idea is for this week's episode. It is somewhat of a scripted improv, if you will, but not really. More so of like, let's figure this out. We have characters that are already developed and we want to be able to convey and evoke the messages, right? But they are writing this out and they are making up what they want to do, and they're writing their own scripts for this so they can act it out. If they have to improv it, you know where to go because they're like, oh, if I mess this up and I say this, just keep on going. That's kind of how it works, especially and mind you, SNL, those were the best days. Those are the best episodes when they break character, one, because it is so funny. Two, when they start having to improv because they're like, we have forgot completely where this is going, and now it's just gone. Like it's just full on hilarity. Wheels are off. They basically, cameraman's like, nope, keep it going. Just let them keep going. They're cooking. They're cooking. It happens sometimes. So it's always funny when you find out, like, yeah, that bit wasn't even like prepared. Debbie Downer is one of the funniest ones with Rachel Dretch. That is one of my favorite skits they've done, just because everybody always breaks for that one. It's the way she had like her tone in the face. Kristen Wiig too, or Maya Rudolph. There's like this golf cart. I forget what it was. It was like this game show with Bill Hader. Bill Hader is also one of the best ones on that's ever been on that show. But Bill Hader, Maya Rudolph, one of my favorite people in the world, of course, and Kristen Wiig. Man, those were the good days. That skit is funny too. But sorry, let me get back to this. Talk about the show, man. Okay. So we're going over roles and who we want and where we want to go. Now, we all know who everybody's going to be, so I am just going to skip on through to it. But there was one part of this, or at least two, that I wanted to drive in through. Anya wanting to be the narrator and the host. Excuse me, not narrator. This is no nursery rhyme. The host. No one objected. And they're all like, girl, are you stupid? Did you not see what happened to Mirage? It's been that many seasons that we're not even putting Roxy into this conversation. But they were like, oh, I'm sorry, you want to go home? Like, that put her in trouble last time. You sure you're going to handle it? That's so much pressure, because she technically is doing two skits. She's doing the cold open caveman skit, and she's doing the monologue to start. Anya said, okay, it is what it is. I'm going to make it work. And that's one thing about Anya I'm living for. That bitch is saying it, and it's happening. Did I just shoot myself in the foot? Or they're looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, I can handle this. I got it. Watch me do it. She talking, and it's backing up. I don't talk, say what you want, but she's backing that mouth up. Oh my goodness. Then you got Crystal Envy over here and Lana Jarre arguing over, well, not arguing, but fighting over this blonde bimbo role for the caveman skit. I wonder if Lana would have done better in the Weekend Update skit. But like, I don't know. We'll get to the performances. Lana says she's not backing down because she, doesn't want to be. She says, "Babe, I'm getting my way. I want my win." And so Crystal said, "Okay, I'm gonna let you have it. I'll go ahead and take the other role." Okay, we got it. Sam actually backed up Lana, and low key was reading Crystal like, "Girl, it's kind of obvious if you do that. Like, they already know this is the person that you are, so you might want to do something a little bit different." I was like, "Oh, I mean, criticism, but okay." Now, Lydia, why would you fight for a role that you don't have any context to? Because it was clearly a Golden Girls bit. Acacia clocked that from reading the character. She's like, oh, this is a Golden Girls bit. Lydia's like, oh, she's old and she's witty. And that's so like my thing. And I'm like thinking to myself, no. It's not just the description of her that you're missing. It is the character that they're wanting you to play. Just like for Acacia, that's why she was safe, because Mama did Blanche Devereaux tease mixed with a little Dorothy moment, because technically Blanche wasn't the daughter of Sophia. So it was like you did Blanche's role in Dorothy's space for Sophia, who is sitting right there. And you're the straight man, so you need to make your jokes crisp and clear. See, if you've seen Golden Girls, Lydia would have been fine. Because Sophia is like, come on now. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, because I know not everybody's watched Golden Girls, I don't want to assume this, but if you are a platinum gay, if you are a omega level gay, okay, if you are somebody that owns the Hallmark channel, if you are someone that just so happens to know when it plays within the 2 to 3 to 4 hour gap sometimes before Frasier turns on at 12 o'clock at 1 o'clock in the morning. For my babies that know about that. Yeah, I may not watch Hallmark channel and them bullshit romantic stories, because I'm not about that life right now. No one's plugging my Duggan. But if they were, I would be, but they're not. So I'm watching Golden Girls in the late evening and laughing at Rose being an idiot, Sophia being an asshole, Dorothy being the best of all time with the reeds and shade, and Blanche Devereaux being low-key my spirit animal. So yes, that is where we're at. Minus the Big Daddy stuff. But yeah, so Lydia wanted the role, and Hermona was so generous to give it to her. I love how Hermona like sort of held that over her head in the silent form the entire episode. And it did bother me a tad bit. I was like, girl, like I don't want to, I'm not trying to pick on her. It's a little bit, but I'm like, Miss Thing, like, okay, like you ended up being in the top this week. Why is that even like something you need to contest? Like you did it a lot, Hermona. Like you flicked this baby off when you were doing the roles. I did not get the role I wanted. I did not get the role I wanted. I didn't get the role I wanted. You even did it on the main stage. I was gagged. I was like, is she saying this to get extra points? What's going on here? I was like, look at her with her winter makeup. I was like, please let this go. It's getting on my nerves. Tad bit. But Lydia, yes, I would have read that script a little bit deeper and really asked a little bit more questions for taking that role specifically outside of just painting herself like an old woman. Now, with the roles that were given, G-I. Okay. Susie, Lexi, and Crystal are part of the weekend update, with Susie playing RuPaul's former babysitter that apparently RuPaul stole all of her sayings from and is now making a whole lot of over, okay? Okay, I guess. Then you got Lexi over here, who is one of the anchors. It's giving, Colin and Michael Shea tease with Crystal. Now, if you don't have any inkling of what's funny and you don't know about sketch comedy work, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd have listened to everything that Susanna farts in her mouth and spits in your face Toots would have said. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I would like to win this week, and I don't know if they're judging this by the skit itself within the groups or they're doing this individually. I get where Lexi is coming from because she wants to like have an input and a say and sort of like feel that they are somewhat in this, but if it's not gonna be funny, it's not gonna work. And I have to say, no shade, I did like how their skit went. I did. It felt very close to Weekend Update. Not totally there because they're professional comedians, but the way the banter, timing, and pacing went down, it's not supposed to be a nah, every other it's not supposed to be that. It's literally supposed to be the straight man with the joke, because the joke is ridiculous, but that's the point, because you're giving the news, but it's like papun. I hear Lexum. I do, because I love my sister down. But I'm like, Susie was right. Low key, high key, all keys. Again, Hermona's butthurt. She didn't get the role that she wanted, but she's also like, I'm going to make it do what it do. I'm going to be a Southern woman, which isn't it wild that Sam's like, I don't want to go that route because Hermona's going that route. I'm going to be more individual. I'm going to give you my butch lesbian voice, which just sounds like a punk rolling up to a Taco Bell drive-through, knowing that the man is a homophobe in the background and he want to make sure he gets food not spit in. So he's like, I'll have a number 2 with a Sprite and something else. And you give your mood. Am I speaking from experience? Maybe. I did. I had a bad experience at a drive-through one time, and so it made me want to like lower my voice every single time I like went through the drive-through. It was bad. Oh God. It's like such a small, minute thing now thinking about it, because I'm like too old for that bullshit. But it's just so funny back in the day when I was like so like insecure about stuff like that. Yeah, like they were making fun. It was bad. They were making fun of me and all that kind of stuff. It was like what? And they gave me my food with like nothing in there. I had to go inside. It was like this whole thing. And it was just very much discriminatory. So it made me like nervous every time I go to a drive-through that there's gonna be some asshole on the other line. I'm like, let me pretend like I sound like a businessman. So that way when they see me, they're like shocked, because it's like, here you go, give me my shit. I don't do that now, but like it's just really funny. Actually, I think some of y'all have been on a live with me on Instagram where I've done a drive-through and you've heard me do that before, where it's like, Matt, what time? I'm on this side of town, girl. They're a little too conservative over here, Miss Mom. Ow. But listen, this actually could have worked in Sam's favor. I don't think their outfit was going to get them in the top this week. No shade. But I do think that if they did the Southern bit with Hermona, they wouldn't have been in the bottom. And it would have been two Southern ladies. You know what I'm saying? She could have been a little bit more butch, but she would still kept it Southern. You know, for me, I almost would. How would I have done? I don't know how I would have done this one, even though this was a very funny sketch. Sketch. I did like it. I was like, okay, I enjoyed the podcast. It's funny. They did miss the beaver opportunity by large Martians because it should have been like something like that. Like, let me unzip, let me get it out for you. It's big. Oh, I don't know if it wants to see you right now. It's been a little wild lately, loose, if you will, you know, something in that stupidity. But I don't know, at the end of the skit, I promise y'all, the way I would have had to talk Jules or Harmona into this, I'm like, can we please sing lesbians? Hit our shiny beavers with a whack attack. I'm a front and back. Said lesbians. Hit 'em. I would want to do a song at the end of it. I swear to God. I'm like, how could I work this lesbian song that was a shout out to Victoria many moons ago, if you will? How could I work it? Lesbian. That's the masculine voice I'd have gave. But no, I thought this was cool. I was concerned for Jules in the Australian accent, if you will, but I was surprised later on because I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if it's bad. That was me listening to it. I'm like, is this bad? I don't know if it is. I'm confused. I'm confused. I did like Lexi's confessionals are so fucking funny. Mama's facial expressions are ridiculous. Hey, before the number changes because they become self-aware that I can see that they're watching right now. Hey, everybody, there's 300 plus people in this live today. Yay! Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Back family. I appreciate you so much for you being here today. Love you down and appreciate you for tuning in. I can gladly say that we have made Timmy Pookle. So thank you so much for those of you who did drop a little nugget in my jar. Appreciate. See, I made them aware they're watching. They have to leave. Oh no! Oh no! I'm kidding. I'm not. But thank you so much for the tippy poos. I appreciate it in the super chats. If you did still want to drop a little something in my jar, PayPal at me for /MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Love y'all down. Appreciate you so much. Hope you're having fun. Let's continue having that. The caveman skit. Well, we will get there. Anya was perfectly fine. Acacia, I know you were trying to help your sister. Ooh, I was like, how do you explain Sophia in like a short amount of time for them to then execute that character quickly? You know what I liked about this episode? We went right into it. There was no like another commercial here, another commercial there, another this and we went right to the live. For the caveman cold opener, Anya led the pack and did a damn good job and killed it. Killed it. Anya, I don't want to say I'm surprised because it feels like I underestimated you, but it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. That's one of the best ways I can put this. Now, that runway deserved a goddamn wig on an infinite level and back, and I saw what you posted online. So thank you, Jesus, because it was missing the Janet Jackson feedback ponytail. Bad. Break it up, give it to me, come on. Break it up, give it to me, come on. I want the feedback. Oh, it needed a nasty pony, and I saw it for the pictures. I was like, okay, I feel better. But you ate this up clear as a whistle. I know you messed up the Jennifer Lewis bit. I knew you meant Jennifer Lewis. We all, the Black community, knew you meant Jennifer Lewis. Now, when the girls heard Jennifer Lawrence, they were probably thinking, now, what movie has she been in where she's been like? But for those of you who know Jennifer Lewis, she is one of my favorite actresses. Was the mother of Black Hollywood, auntie of Black Hollywood. If you've never seen Jackie's Back, you are missing out. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in all of history and time. It's in my top 10 movies ever to be made. Shout out to Jackie's Back. It is for free on YouTube if you want to watch it. Just type that in, and it is of a, it's from the 90s. I was a kid in the night. I was born in the 80s, baby. So please forgive me if it's not of the 4K quality, but I promise you that shit is fucking funny. Entendre. Yes, mama. Pay the man. I was huge in I was huge in Kinlock. Even got a damn. Do you know that Susie Tooth's character, I thought initially was her take on Whoopi Goldberg's part in Jackie's Back when she's like, she stole that from me. I'm the one. Yeah. That was my song. That was mine. I thought that, I swear to God, I was watching that. I was like, bitch, did she see Jackie's Back? I don't know. I overthought it, but God, I gotta watch that movie today. Anywho, back to the skit. Corey did fine. You don't like that girl. It's okay. She did fine. Corey did fine. You want to know why she did fine? Because Corey didn't overdo it in this scene. Like, it's clearly a sketch. They don't want you to unga bunga the entire time. It is a couple of beats and then give us like who your take is on this person, which Corey was giving very much, like I'm the nosy neighbor and I'm tired of this bitch always being so loud. She coming over here and messing things up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. But then Arietti, God, I love you. Okay, how do I do Arietti? There's so much loud happening. It's crazy. It's driving me wild. Like, I didn't know she was doing Taz from like the earlier versions of the Looney Tunes, because there's a newer version of the Looney Tunes that's actually so fucking funny with Lola Bunny, who's like a complete ditzy idiot. That version of Taz is interesting. I don't know why they didn't continue that series for Looney Tunes. I was like, bitch, this is funny. But it just turned into one level at all times. Like, when you see the beat and everybody's at like a level or whatever range, every time they talk to her, and it's like, we need you to take a little pause, sweet pea. We got to take a pause. Take a pause. Back up. It was too on the money. Like, we wanted you to be a cave woman, but we wanted you to be more woman than cave. We did. And I don't know who needed to tell you that beat, but she was swinging big. And there ain't nothing wrong with swinging big, but it didn't land. She had no home runs, unfortunately. So that's what took place. Past that, and we get to Lana Jarrett. Now, I thought Lana entered the skit and it was fine. Like, it was cute and it kind of changed the beat a little bit, and it was very funny. She looked good, if you will, with this baby, the way that this is so high up on her body. The way that breast is so high up on her body, it's just nothing but torso. It's like titty face and then like waist all the way down. Like titty face, waist all the way down, legs. You know what I'm saying? Just, you look up and it's Miss Bellum. But a little bit different, right? I wasn't gagging like y'all were. And I'm not saying that she wasn't like the greatest of all time and it was terrible. I thought it was okay. I wasn't gagging. I'm sorry. It wasn't enough to be given for me to go, she ate, chewed, swallowed, pissed, and fouled out. I don't think this will be the week that I look at Lana Jarrett's performance and go, oh, she was robbed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think she's everything. I like me some Lana, but she's performing decent right now. It's decent. It's not horrible. It is not bad. And I think that's why I want her to chill out on her own, like really being tough on herself. Cause I'm like, Lana, no shade. You have been given, you look good and all that kind of jazz, but some people have just been outperforming you. That's all. You've been outperformed. That's it. and you look really good, but you're just someone's getting you by like 2 points, by 3 points, by 1 point. You're not losing horribly right now. If you get stuck here, though, you'll be out the door, and I don't want that to happen to her. I don't want her to get in here and then be like, the judges don't see me. The judges don't. No. Fuck all that. Like, okay, they don't see you. So what's the next step? How can we get them to see you? Because clearly the smooth and slinky isn't working. We got to do something a little bit different to get them to step on in the room. I'm telling you, ask Naomi Smalls. And I'm not comparing because they do give same body teas. Shout out to Naomi Smalls. That's my bitch. But like, Naomi did switch up a couple of things. There was a little bit of like, I got to do something a little bit quirky, a little bit stupid, just to wake up the room a tad bit. And while I think that Lana is capable of doing that, I don't know if she's like done it just yet to where I can go there for her. But if you live and breathe for the Lana, I'm here for it because she is everything. I just think today this wasn't her week. It wasn't her week. Yeah, just wasn't her week. Wasn't her week. That's all. And it hit her because I know she wanted it, and that's where that disappointment's at. And that's why I was like, I can't be mad at the disappointment. Like, bitch, you really do want to eat this up. You know what I'm saying? But it just didn't work out, and it's okay. I'm glad you laughed at that. Listen, if you loved it, that is beautiful. That's awesome. Because like that's what she wanted to have happen. The judges didn't see it though. And that is why we didn't have her in the top. So maybe the next time she walks in and makes an entrance in any skit and it does what it did for you today, and that maybe they're going to catch it too. They didn't see it this time, unfortunately. They were a little focused on Anya and her with the monologue. They were more into Susie's version of this babysitter. They were totally living and breathing for Hermona and the Beaver. Next time it will be Lana's though. Maybe. We'll see. You know, also it's a ball episode. You never know what's gonna happen. Yeah. The look was interesting, but I also was more focused on Anya's opener and the way she did this monologue. It was very well done, in my personal opinion, and it was clean. It wasn't shaky. It wasn't like, okay, what's going on? She kept it a buck. It was like, don't you see all this good stuff that we have? Bitch, welcome aboard. Toot toots. A new stage, a new this, the Badonka Dunk Tank. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am so happy that shit is over with. I am so happy that it's over with. I am so happy that it's over with and so soon. It's not like we have to wait through the entire season to see Plain Jane give somebody some juice that they're not gonna really drink like that ain't gonna do shit anyways. Thank you. Wrap that up immediately. Could have just been one save, high key. Because I mean, oh, hey, like, oh, can you imagine if we had a couple more episodes of that and then it's like everybody but the one is left? So it's like maybe this is it. Oh, I can't. I thought it was pretty good. Y'all think they're going to add a new set of levers? Can you imagine if they're like, oh, guess what, everybody? We've given you another chance. And this time there is 15 levers and only one to go. It's not 8. It's not 8. For season 18, it's not 8. I'm sorry. This, I think, was my favorite skit. Taint Springs Community College. Whoever is the writer of this skit, God bless you. I don't know why this tickled me so bad. I can't imagine going somewhere. I'm like, where are you going? Taint Springs Community College. Oh, awful. All right. Hermona did a damn good job. And I was shocked. Not really. Actually, take that back. To me, she's not the comedian like a stand-up version that she, gave herself the room to believe that she is. But if you get her in this sort of format where she can work it out and make a character for herself, I think Hermona is brilliant. And I thought she did very well here. I could tell it felt like a real podcast with her now. Sam. Yeah, it was almost like a disconnect every time Sam spoke. And I was like, what show is Sam on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what show is Sam on? What is this? I don't understand this. Huh. But they're talking about beavers and it's all very sexual innuendos and all that kind of stuff. Innuendo. Did I say innuendos? In your windows. In your windows. Stupid. Okay, so I thought that Jules did decent. She was more of like very much setting up a lot of the jokes to happen, and the when she did this Australian accent and everything's very punny and all that kind of stuff. It was really Harmona and Jules that were kind of doing the work, but more Harmona than Jules, but definitely there. Sam to me is just a disconnect the entire time, and I felt like I'm going to see her at a press meeting to totally blame something on something that had nothing to do with the something that literally just happened, but a part of an agenda to make it about something that it was not at all, if you will. I'm sorry, Sam. You have to. I had to. It's been a wild week, baby. You do give me. I didn't vote in my best interest. I'm sorry. With this look in particular, it looks like you're about to be on some sort of news network and give a whole lot of misinformation, sweetie. No shade, but like at the same time, I know you were trying hard and you were doing your best here. I was like, ooh wee. I don't know if she wants to be I was bitch, what's my girl's name on MSNBC? Is it MSNBC or is it HLN? Not Ellen. Burnett. Has more common decency and more sense than Ellen. Always about finances. Come on, Matt. Why can't I get her name? Susie Orman? Rachel Maddow? Rachel Maddow. Is that Rachel Maddow? Not Nancy Grace. No, I'm not thinking of those people. I'm thinking of someone who would I'm thinking of a Liz. It's Rachel? Hold on, let me make sure. I don't know. I feel like my brain is doing lots of work right now. It feels like it's clicking out. Hold on, Susan. Rachel Maddow? That's her name? Oh, it is. Yes. Okay. Why Susie Orman? I'm sorry, I just put a side by side of Rachel and Susie. I'm like, those are on two different levels. Two different levels of sports coat. Oh my God, Matthew. Pull it in. No, Ramona did great. Sam, but yeah, I wish they did a little bit more a little bit in the God, I'm like so concerned with how YouTube is lately with words. I'm trying to think of something so like not gross. The vajava cavity. There we go. That's not a good word, but I thought that was pretty. Oh, just put it together. I wanted them to have something come out the vajava cavity. Okay, I just needed the winter box, the good closet, the walk-in. I wanted them. There we go. I needed them to have a better outro from the walk-in closet. Okay, I just needed it a little bit to be there. I like bring it out. It felt like they just took it off their laps or off the floor versus like, oh, let me pull up my beavers. That was one of the only missed opportunities. The garden. There we go. A garden. Cradle of life. Cradle of life. Cradle of life. Oh, hey, RuPaul performed a song today. I'll give you nothing if you can name this song. I love that RuPaul can move around, bitch. I'm not even shading because a lot of girls are ageless as fuck out here. I need to be in my 60s in pumps, still being able to push around like this, bitch. A little shuffle, a little two-step. I know some girls are not even at that point now. It's a little tough. Not everybody is running around their 70s and 80s, sweetie. Just saying. I'm over here looking at my dad, like, proud to be my dad's 77. So, like, do you feel me? And he's still pumping. I'm here for it. Because, bitch, at that point in time, nah, sweet thing. I'm here for it, Ru. Go ahead, sweetheart. I know Beyonce is taking no. Listen, and stealing heels, bitch. Have you been in heels? So many of these people want to talk about drag and shit. And I remember my first performance and doing all that. I will never forget the pain in my fucking feet after just 2 hours in them. I'm like, ain't no way. I was immediately looking for some Dr. Scholl's inserts for them. There's no way. Not on God. I was like, oh, this is for a very long time. Do you know, I ladies and my drag sisters out there, when you take your feet and you turn them to the side, I totally understand that now. I totally get it. I totally get it. It looks crazy and people make fun of it in videos. I'm like, y'all, she needed to give herself a break. They needed a moment. They needed them feet to rest, girl. Please let the feet just, ooh, please, God. Where is Nidra, my baby Nidra? She could tell you, bitch. When we got back to my Airbnb after my drag performance, the way I took everything off with the quickness, I was like, get out. My feet were killing me. We had to run across traffic too. I had someone talking about how much. Oh my God, I'll never forget it. They thought I was working the streets in LA when I had my drag on, y'all. I had to run into my Airbnb. I was like, oh my Lord. It was so embarrassing, but I kind of lived. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, oh, okay. Continue. My longest stint in heels was 18 hours over Pride. Jesus Christ, you got some Teflon strong feet. And I know they smooth too, sister. I know. Get you a pedicure. Y'all make sure you take care of your toes and your fingers. Get you some pedicures and some manicures, honey. I know I need to go actually and get mine done because that's good pampering. But yeah, baby, you'd be surprised how quick someone's gonna look at your hands and go, whoop. Whoop, what's that? What's going on down there? You good? Looking stressed. But yeah, congrats to Ru. This was fun. I don't know the damn song, but I love when RuPaul gets up and performs. She did a little shuffle. She go a little 1, 2, forward, back, pivot, ball, turn around. We're walking. Stop. I'm gonna do it back. To the right, to the left. Shuffle, and scene. And I'm here for it. Do it. Do just that. Okay, little 1. She ain't gonna do the Santana shake. She ain't gonna do the Santana shake, honey. Okay, but like trying to get my chest bigger. It's get ready. It's good in there, y'all. It's good in there. But anyway, to this skit. That was good. I thought that Susie honestly gave them the right notes to keep this a beat. It doesn't need to be like too like and it doesn't have to be like that. This is so straightforward. It's very joke pun landed. We're good, right? And then when we get to the guests, that's when it goes into the derailment part of it. But they're not supposed to be the focal of the funny. It's really supposed to be Susie, and that's technically how it goes. Even with the weekend update, if you ever watch those skits, they're not there to be like, it's very, this is like the news, but we're just being very funny and shady and making a joke out of it. Susie steps in here. God, this was so good. Susie, you did good. I see you, Ruthie. You took my stuff, Rue. Okay? Bring back my girls. That was me. I said that. I did. Can you believe that bitch? She took my stuff. Bring back my girls. I was talking about my nieces. Actually, I was talking to my husband. Those were my kids. He took them from me. Well, the state took them from me. They think they know everything. Well, they know nothing. But I am a good mother. I don't have them, but I'm a good mother. That's why I babysit all the children, all of them out here, all of them, every single one of the bastards. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm only talking about Linda's kids because she's a fucking bitch. I'm ready. Get me on this show. I'm ready to go. They can tell me if it was good, bad or not. No, but no, I was here for Susan's interpretation of the babysitter where she stole everything from me. What are you talking about? It felt like she sounds like what Ginger to me in my head sounds like that Linda's talking to. Oh, Ginger. Just a little bit, a little bit of that going on there. No, it's okay. Yeah, I was Rue's babysitter. I was Rue's babysitter. My name is Janine Garofalo. Don't get it confused with Garofalo. She's a little bit stout for my taking, okay? My husband, Timothy, good man, worked at the steel mill for 16 years. He's a bastard, though, and I hate his wife. I'm sorry, hate his mother. See, I'd have lost right there. Bam. No, messed up my whole little bit. I hate his mother. She's a bitch. She doesn't like my cooking. I cook very well. Very well. Very well. Cook very well. Oh, but my kids. I love them so much. But their pains and they ask, they need money all the time. I don't have any money. Janine Giraffe. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's so funny. Oh my goodness, I can't. Oh my god, I can't. I hate his wife. I'm just the hooker. I did lie on my first test. Okay, they asked me what my name was. I said yours. Look at me. I'm a little bit of a whore. It's okay. Oh God, yeah. I thought that Susie did great, and I gotta give Acacia some love here too because check it out. Check it out. This bitch, it was a little blanchy. It was definitely blanchy, and I appreciated it. She knew the assignment. It was Golden Girls heavy, and it was very much where it needed to go. So Acacia, I said, okay, bitch. I felt her a little on the board this week, even though she was safe. I said, okay, I see you. I see you. This was good. Now, is it because Lydia didn't know what the fuck was going on? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I do Big Ange real proud. I'd really do Big Ange real proud if I ever got on that. Just get that voice real low. Or Donatella Versace, RuPaul. No, I'm not going to do all that. But, like, I thought she did a decent. This wig is everything. The wig is everything. I was like, oh, come on, wig. Yeah. But she did a good job with this. Now, I don't know the guest star's name. I know he was in a show I liked. As I try to remember the show, and they said it, I was like, wait, I did watch that show, and I did like him in the show. I just don't know his name, but I liked him in the show. I'm at that point in my life where I can say this, and you can't be mad at me. Since y'all want to call me Unc, I can act like I don't know of him. No, it wasn't Hacks. It's not Suits. It was another show that they just Broad City. Thank you. Broad City. I loved Broad City when it came on. Oh my God. That's my kind of comedy right there. Give me the foolishness. Yeah, he was the trainer. They did her so dirty at that gym. I'm sorry. That shit was so fucking funny. I cannot. That shit was I was so sad when it ended. But Lydia didn't she didn't add anything to this, and it was kind of sad to see because it was the picture it Pacoima part, and we all know how it's supposed to sound. So that's the unfortunate part for Lydia. She chose a role that she thought, oh, I can just do my own thing in, which isn't a bad way to look at it. It's that the role was specifically meant for her to do her own Sophia interpretation, but make it her own. But very Sophia. Because the fact in judging, they were like, we all know where this comes from, and the person that you're supposed to be, it's really hard to. And I'm like, oh, so you wanted her to be Sophia. You didn't want her to be Lydia. You wanted her to be Sophia. Okay, then we'll just say that next time. Because I think Acacia got the memo by going, this is a Golden Girls skit. Let's talk about who you're supposed to be. I felt bad for the booty hole. I did. As a bottom, especially, it's a thing of mine. We got to make sure we're okay. Band together. Don't steal my trade, but band together. Who am I looking at? What's happening here? Okay, so to this part, bitch, come on, 401k Lexi. When I quit my job and did all this, I've been closed out my 401k like a dumbass, but I had to because that company made me. I had to close mine out. But I was here for the LinkedIn profile. I was like, oh shit. And then it's funny because I always feel like Lexi and I have some parallels to each other that are very interesting. They worked in reference to like money laundering and like how being able to spot fraud like that in banking and teaching classes like that. And I was a trainer at a banking corporation working directly with bank card fraud. Like literally, I was like, the levels of our like parallel universes, it's so funny. Like, bitch, I was out there training people how to like read through accounts and find like the little, because what's crazy is like I'm giving you some banking teas, and for girls that work in banking, you know what I'm talking about. The way people do not see when they're getting scammed or they're getting charged is that they do test hits on your card. They test it, and it's little stuff, 5, 15, very, very small incremental shit that honestly, they just ping it and they know if it goes through, there's something in there. And then it's very much like a way of figuring out how far can we go with this. And then it immediately removes itself. So if you don't have notifications on your cards, you would never know something like that's happening. You wouldn't, because you'd be like, okay, how'd this go down? Or if you're not checking your account every day. And it's little things like that. And yes, skimmers are real. That shit is very real. Though I was working at a bank when the Target they remember when the Target leaks happened? I was working at a bank when that happened. Do you know that was 3 to 4 months of hell on earth? There were so many counts. People were, I'm talking about thousands of dollars. They were literally, people would scan their cards and it would run it all the way to this like system that these people were using. And they were creating cards out of it and pulling the amounts out of the cards and creating gift cards out of the amount. So the gift cards couldn't be blocked because they're gift cards, but it was pulling the charges. Like literally 10, like $5,000 gift card, bam, right out of your account. Because you're like, I didn't sign up for a Target card. You didn't, but they created a card that looks like it's supposed to be like that. It's insane. It's insane. It is insane. Just like the shit I used to have to see every day, and then it would feel so bad when it's like elderly people. Like it's really disgusting. Like especially when this woman. I'll never forget it. There were 2 people in particular. Quick story. The some some elder people can be kind of fucked up and racist, but there are some folks that are just really sweet out there, just trying to live their life before it, time is done. Who have their family don't check on them and stuff. We used to have a guy and this woman that would call our bank, and it would be so sad because their family didn't speak to them, or everybody would be, or no one's alive anymore, and so they call us to have conversations and get their like account balance, but to be like, how are you? And we would develop relationships like that. It would be so sad because once we get them, everybody up there would be like, we got him on the line. So it's like sharing the stories of how he's doing today or how she's doing. It's really sad. But then there was this one guy who used to call in and tell us about his trips to Thailand. This man's calling me about, he had a lot of money in his account. That man was rich. Okay. But he called and he would talk about the lady bulls in Thailand, honey. And he was proud, girl. And I'm talking about, especially because he heard my little gay voice. Oh, I know. Like, am I talking to Matthew? Yes, you're talking to Matthew today. Hey, friend, man, let me tell you about this country. I don't know if you're into this kind of. Oh, yes. And I'm trying to get him off the phone. Nope, still talking. Still talking to me, still telling me stuff. Love you too, baby. No, let me get back to the show. But yeah, for shout out to all my folks. I know that I know the life. Trust to believe. I know the stories. I get it. I get it. But it's nice. We get to learn a lot about Lexi. Um, we've learned a lot about her through these in between moments this season. I'm nervous. I don't want nothing bad to happen to my baby girl. But Michelle, you are snatched today in this gold. Snatched. Goodness gracious, that go look good. Go on, girl. I don't know this man, but the Versace suit is sickening. The Versace suit is. I love this. Ross looks crazy, and I actually like what RuPaul's wearing. So I like RuPaul's outfit. I like that it was sheer. I like the shoes. I like the hair. I thought the bug was right. What is Rose wearing? Yeah. Everybody else did a good job. Everybody else did a good job. But Rosanna. Everybody else did a good job of Rosanna. I'm sorry, no shade, Racine. I was like, what is going on? But Rue, this dress was pretty. I hope Blake comes by the panel tomorrow, and I'm hoping, well, maybe ZDG will be there. But if Blake comes in, I gotta get his opinion. I always trust his opinion on fashion because Blake has excellent taste in clothes. Bitch, have you seen his closet? Blake has excellent taste in clothes. I'm always like, I look up to you as a gay in your closet. I do. If you want to vote in the live chat today, 341 of you are here. What's up? Hit the like button before you do. We're doing numbers 1, 2, 3. Those are all that you need. 1 means everything. It hit all the marks, no mistakes. She is that girl. Chew, eat, swallow. 2, it's okay. You like it. However, there are things you would change about this, but you like it though. So it's not a complete drag. It's just, it's not for you, but there are things that you like about it. 3, welcome to the ballroom, children. We are chopping this. Get off my goddamn floor. You are a disgrace to your household. Get back. Actually, don't think of it too nasty like that, but no, it's a chop for you. You would never. What was she thinking? To Anya Nerve. I love this idea of it being shoes and that being the look and how it was constructed together. I thought that was fucking dope. I needed some goddamn hair because it looked like her head was ejecting from her neck a couple of times, but she needed some hair. Some of the padding looked a little off a tad bit. Not to say that not the padding. That's not what I meant. It was something about the way when she hit a hip that I could see something with, like, I don't know if it was a panty or something like that with the padding and how it was done that threw me off a tad bit. Maybe it was the proportions I was looking at, but to me, visually wise, I liked this and I thought, wow, that is very fucking cool. And I like that it was done this way. I wanted hair. Bald is beautiful too. Matty loves a bald man. I like, hey, they can have hair on top or not, but that's bald men are fine. There's something about a bald man that is the structure of the face that just be really for me. Anywho, but like I just wanted some hair. I wanted a nasty Janet Jackson feedback ponytail. Feedback. I saw again her picture online and she has the pony, and I was like, okay, that's what I needed. I needed that. But yeah, I need a nasty pom, just a nasty pom. That's all. But it was good for me. I'll give it a 2. I thought it was nice. I'm sorry. Well, no, I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. Corey, I love you, Corey. This no shade, but young man, who are you today? I said, young man, I want to sing a song from listen, I want to pull out a hymnal and start singing something for you, friend. I do. I feel like Angie Stone got the track. Black brother, my brother, I owe you no anyone other. Yeah, Angie Stone got a whole album about Corey, bitch. Okay. I like the Barbie reference, and it's a specific Barbie reference too for the people that know about that show. That was a little after my time, but I did. There are so many like memes and stuff that have been made out of it that are really funny. Uh, I can't. I laugh because it's just like it's not. It's kind of you giggling at Susie. It's a 2 because it's not ugly. It's a 3 because you thought someone else's look was lesser than your look. Yeah, yeah. It's a 2. It's a 2, but it's a 3 just because you were like, "Girl, really?" And I'm like, "Oh no, you have to be rad. You got to be rad because this is okay, and it's been okay. It's been okay. This is not worthy of like, how dare I not be, girl? What? And, I love me some core now, but I'm just like, uh, oh no, AP, thank you for the super chat. She contoured her eyes so close together. Have you seen like those pie? Do you know what I'm talking about with the ones who have their eyes so close together, but the nose is like, I forget the name of them specifically. It's such an old reference, but like when anyone mentions that when their like eyes are close together, I always think of that specific cartoon. They're like wide shouldered or whatever, but it's like their eyes are like dead ass, like blink right here, and that's it. I can't think of the name of it, but it is what it is. I don't know. I listen. It's not horrible. I just am like, oh, Corey, stand up, sister, stand up. Hold on, we got some more super chats. I've missed these, Membrillo. But don't you think Susie shot down their ideas and roles? Be more plain so that Susie could shine more in contrast. I think it was Susie's plan. Well, Membrillo, I like this, and I want to give you, you know what I'm saying, give you the response it deserves. It is smart to do because this is a competition. You want to outshine them. But if for me, when I think about the weekend update, Colin and Michael normally don't outshine the guests that they bring on the character skit. And then for a good example, it's not Michael and him, right? It's and Colin. It's what's his name? The drunk uncle. God, what is that guy's name? Bobby Moynihan. It's not Bobby Moynihan. I forget his name, but like there are sometimes those that come on there and they just steal, bitch. Like it's just gonna happen. So for me, I don't know what they could have done in their little weekend update that would have made me go, oh no, they demolished this bitch, especially against someone like Susie. So, but I get what you're saying. She did shoot him down just a tad bit. I did say that I did understand Lex's frustration. However, I don't know if their ideas were as good as what Susie's were giving, and that's just where I was coming from. Thanks for the super chat, Membrilla. I appreciate you, babes. Ashraf, listening to you sing lesbian always makes me irrationally happy, and I would stream that on repeat if you ever release an album. EPs first. I'm not going to be a big girl like Ice Spice and throw away my hopes and dreams on an album like Y2. What the fuck was that? Crash, super chat. Apparently, the guest judge is not gay. I'm not surprised. Thank you so much for that super chat. And back to AP. Okay, I made sure we got everybody here. It was Bobby Moynihan. Ha ha. I'm pretty good. I see my brain's still there. I don't smoke that much. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and listening to me talk today. It's been a fun ride here. Just remind yourselves that this is not to be taken too seriously, and let's continue to have fun. Corey, Coral, Madura, Coral, Miss Mabel's daughter. Now this makes more sense. Now, to be fair, Tyler Perry, if you were to say this is Coral, that would make a lot more sense. That would make a lot more sense than that light-skinned daughter that you be portraying yourselves to have. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. No shade. Corey, same width, same height, same all of it. Y'all both big. I can see Corey pulling a gun out her purse. I can. Pow pow. Or Mace, because she's with Lydia. I don't see her having a gun. Maybe Mace. A taser. Not a gun. No. No. Arietti is next. 1, if you're giving. 2, if it's okay. 3, if it's a chop. This is everything. This was good. D, we need to talk about the grocery store, friend. Because I'm out of meat. I'm out of meat. I like this a lot. And I thought it was very cool, very well done, very well constructed. It's very plus for me. I kind of lived actually. Presentation too. Oh, she ate that when she was walking, bitch. Hold on. She not Corey. She ate that when she was walking. Ate it up, wig right, mug done, everything about it, head to toe. I was like, yeah. Like, ooh, it's very nice. Full on moment too. Is that latex? Her makeup is severe. She reminds me a little bit, not to say that the same makeup, but she gives me that same sort of fantasy that not Irene, even though that's her mama, Helena Poison does. That same sort of fantasy of the way they do their face in a particular way. That's their own unique sort of style. That's why I don't want her to fix it or change it up, because I kind of like it with where it goes. I like it. Also, it didn't pass me. I didn't miss this, but I found it to be quite funny that she had her normal, the way she do her makeup, and she dunked Michelle today. That did not miss me at all. In her original beat, clacked water. I can't. JMCL. Thank you so much for the tip of poo on Cash App. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you. Down, down, down. Living for Anya and for Corey's delusion, honestly. I like Core. Okay, I do. I like a little Corior. A Corior. Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry about that. Oh, my chest, a little heart burn. Burning in my soul. Call the fire department. Oh. In another life, I was a famous singer. I promise you. I swear. Ow. Burning in my soul. I like this a lot, though. It's that call the fire department. That's my favorite part. Call the fire department. Ooh. Okay. Lingerie. 1, if it's giving. 2, if it's like that, kind of okay, kind of whatever. And 3, if it's a chop. I thought she was pretty. Super pretty. You hated this? What? I thought it was pretty. 2 point for her reaction. Look at that, Rich. See what I'm saying? How it changes the perspective when girls start acting some kind of way. You like, I don't know how to feel about you anymore, bitch, because you over here talking about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Look at you. No, I thought it was gorgeous. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I would have done a different hair personally. It's not for me, but I'm also a different skin tone than Lana, so she knows what works best for her. I think the blonde does actually like hit her just right. For me in that pink, I'm always going to give you a little something like I don't want that blonde. I don't know why I like red with pink like that. Just 2 sort of swimmingly colors put together. I don't know. I think it's pretty though. I do like it. Her makeup is so goddamn gorgeous. Oh, her makeup is so good. Love her beat. Love her beat. Love it, 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 love it. Love that beat. Man, that mug. Come on, Lon. Come on, Lon. That beat is right. But no, I like this. It's interesting. It's cute. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 1. I know I would do something different with the wig, but I'm thinking of just looking at Lana's presentation for it. I enjoyed this. I thought it was pretty. Maybe I wouldn't have done that color pink for the tulle underneath. And I would have done something a little bit more pearl-ish. I don't know. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, with a red, I don't know why I like it like that, but to me, it always just hits harder, like how red and that mint, like really like hit like that pastel pink. And I don't know, something about that vibe really rocks with me. But no, I think it looks good. It looks good. Her Mona Lisa. 1, 2, or 3. What do you mean? 4, 5, 6. Let me shut up. What you thinking? How we feel? I think Hermona looks really pretty. I'm not going to say I'm tired of the silhouette, but I am becoming like, okay, with it. Like, it's like, okay, a gown, another gown. That's fine. Like, it would be nice to see something completely different. I know that Bianca won a whole season that way, but all right. It's still pretty. So that's how I feel. It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. It's not it's not wowing me, but it's very pretty. There we go. Very pretty. No, not a wow. She do paint winter. She got a winter paint. I know she got a pale face, baby, but she paint winter. Very winter. Very cool, honey. Very cool. Very cool. But yeah, it's pretty. It's two for me. Good. A high two. High two. High two. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just paints very, I'm not gonna say ghost, boo. It's just very cool, very, very cold. Not cold to you. I'm feels like I'm saying this negatively, but it's more she's very when it comes out. So it's very cool tones. Like it's never warm in the color scheme. But yeah, it would be nice to see her in some warm stuff. Sam Star. Sam's mug is gorgeous. The wig, very pretty. Love, 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 love the wig. Thought she was pretty here. I think concept wise with the feathers and all that going on, okay, cool. Bet, bet, bet. I love her. I like Sam. I was gonna lie and say love. But I was like, now you reading these bitches about drag and giving silhouette. Here come a panty, here come a corset. And you let the other accoutrements do the work for you, and it wasn't doing what it needed to be done. It's cool. I can't chop this, but I'm like, I'm not blown. But okay. Yeah, for someone that was talking about girls' looks, I'm like, I don't know, friend. This may not be it for me because it looks like you would read somebody else that would be wearing this. High key. So yeah, no shade. I was like, but she looked pretty in a sense. And if I saw this in the club, I wouldn't be like, girl, what is she wearing? I'd be like, oh, this is great. Stage wise, and for all that shit you was talking to. Okay. Honey, I live. Hate me. Oh, we got 365 people here. Yeah, a year. We got a year full of people here. 365. 365. That's a cool number. I'm doing a dance for 365. Hit the like button. 365. Sorry, that's a really cool number to see. 365. Throwing my titties. Okay. I love this goddamn hat so, 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 so much. Those pants with this hat, and then she said it was a former gown, and they deconstructed it and turned it into this. Something about the way the fabric is coming from the outside out the hat like that and like going into this full beautiful corset at moment, honey. I don't even like chops like that, like off the hip where it looks. I don't know. It looks so good with the bell bottom. I'm sorry. Yeah, this was kind of it for me. I kind of lived. Yeah, kind of lived. Kind of loved it. Oh yeah. I ate this up, honey. I'm sorry. I ate it up. I love that. Oh, and I love pink. So for me, I was like, you know what? And she did. I'm so happy she didn't do blonde hair. Oh, thank you, God. She did this beautiful black brown. This I forget. I'm not sure if it's brown or black, but I'm just glad it was a dark hair. very happy. Because if she did that, if she did blonde, she'd been washed, especially with those contact lenses. I wonder if she's going to do a honey eye because she likes to do the crystal grays and blues with her contact lenses. I'd really love to see her with a honey contact lens. I really would. I need it. She is a very nice face and she paints very well. Sometimes I don't like how light her contact lenses are. That's me. That's not a big deal. But like, I want to see her with a warm eye, not a deep brown, but like a warm honey Miss Thing. Ooh wee! I know she would chew. Something about that would hit right with her face. I think a nice warm honey eye would be really good for her. But yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Oh yeah, Pisa would wear this down. Because I'm like, bitch, I want this outfit. This is so. I kind of wish Crystal popped the bubble when she got to the end of the runway, but I still liked it from this point of view here. It did remind me of a couple of different other looks that have done sort of this bubblegum, like melted sort of bit before, but I did like Crystal's presentation of it. I thought it was cool. It's not my favorite thing. I'm not wanting it. It's a high two. I thought it was cool. I'm like, okay. I just wish she had held that bubble to the end. I thought that was my favorite part was I was like, ah! I'm like, oh my God, so much fun. She popped a bubble. It's her outfit. Oh my goodness. I can't. Other than that, I thought it was decent. It's very well done. Her mug is wuggy. She's got a great face. Lexi Love. Honey, I like this. I did. Honey, who I said like Karen Walker? Honey, baby. I like this. I'm sorry. I did. I don't like the shoes with this outfit. I liked everything but the shoes. Everything was great until we got to the ankles. Yeah, ankle up, she's eating. Ankle down, a different story for me. But I like this a lot. I don't even know why. I was like, bitch, would I wear this? I feel like if I wore this, we would have to have some like I want to be your chick. I want to be down for you. Do you trust me? I need like some of that kind of energy. Like when Ashanti had an actual career going on and people were comparing her to Beyonce and saying that she was going to take Beyonce's career. Do you remember those days when Foolish came out and the girls were comparing sideburns to, Beyonce? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. They said she's about to eat her up. Oh, Peace to Mateo. I'm gonna tell you that this right now. There will be a look I do that is going to reference Charlie Baltimore if I ever fully take this goddamn thing all the way to the bank, baby. I will definitely be doing a Charlie Baltimore look. Oh, absolutely, bitch. Like what? She is literally the whole tone. Do you hear me? Oh, please, Blue Cantrell's gonna be performance because why not? Just beaming. Because I come from that era of music, so I know my Charlie girl. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I would definitely be doing late 80s, very 90s, early 2000s drag tees. Just feels right. Just feels right. I like this. I thought this was hot, personally. I just wish the shoe was different. So I'm still wanting it though. But Lexi, I thought this shoe, baby. And it's such a cool take on pink. You're doing the leopard print the way that you did like this. A rich bitch on the ski slopes, tacky money. Oh, come on. Come on. Carry that. Oh my God. Can you imagine if I did Solange, I did Losing You? Oh, tell me the truth, boy. Am I losing you for good? Oh God, I love that video so much. Oh, Solange, I need a new album, please. Can I get a new album? Can we? I know they didn't appreciate the last one. I loved it personally. I thought it was everything. Bends into down, down, down on the floor. Still in my please, Solange, drop another album. Please, please. I love her music. I like her instrumental and experimental self. Susie Toot. This is not my taste. I still liked it though. I would never wear this. I still like it. This is not my dish, but it's still very polished. That makeup could have been horrible. That makeup really could have been bad. It's not. It's actually very clean. The makeup was clean, bitch. I see what she did where she didn't go so like full on 1920s Betty Boop. I see where she played it to where it's a little bit there, but then she went more into the Harlequin, like very much clown version of this. And I remember online when I saw the reference, I'm like, that's where my mind went. I was like, oh, I know that reference. So I kind of clocked in with this and knowing what this was supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I liked it. It's not my favorite look of the evening, no, but I think it's really cool, and it's so Suzanne. Does that make sense? Like, I do. It's very Suze. If someone else did this, I probably wouldn't like it, and that may be a little biased, but I own it. I do. I own it. Not everybody can do what others do. Sometimes things are more translatable on other people. Sometimes. Just saying. Wish the hair. Everybody's saying the hair. I can agree with that. Maybe if the hair was a bit bigger, a little bit less on the details of the picture in the frame and more in the drag level of in front, boom, bow, big, and wow. I get you. I get you. But I was proud of Susie here because I thought it was cool. Now, okay. Not the Wi-Fi going out. Not my Wi-Fi going out. They said, wait a minute, hold on. Liddy, I might have to get you off my screen, sister. That may be the powers that be. They're like, I don't know what's going on here. Crochet nuts, you stay. Quilted cat. I have a love and appreciation for this outfit. And I also am like, girl, what in the fuck is happening here? I am in the biggest conflict with this look because I kind of live and breathe, but I also am like, nah, no. Compared to some things I've seen, no. If I saw this in the club, girl, I would be howling. I would throw every dollar credit card full on ID at her if I saw this in the club and she stepped out. I would pass out. I would pass out over this. I really would. I would pass out. It's so funny. On the stage, for me, it doesn't like hit as hard, but I'm still going, what is this? So I have a lot of conflict for this one. It's definitely a one on some levels, and on other levels, it's like, girl, I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm not. It's just yeah. I live, but I'm also like, I don't know. For it, it's everything. That's I don't know. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. I don't know. I thought it's the way she walked out and then nods her head to like, and then she's like, "Ha, da, 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 da," with her feet, like, give me, I can't. The balls dragging on the ground, like, come on. I just can't. I just can't. It's just so funny to me. I was like, how do I feel? I don't know what to do. Felt like I just finished Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I don't know what to do. Or do we like this movie? Are we mad? Are we happy that we saw Wanda again? Like, are we going to talk about that one part didn't make any sense? How does this apply into the full Marvel universe? And why are they still making movies? And when is X-Men coming out? Yeah. I think it's wild. And no, I'm so sorry, Acacia. Please forgive me for saying this. I don't know why they let you in this. They should have left it like Lydia should have closed the show with the pain. Why are you closing? I am so mad at the order they put this in. Oh my God. I was like, so what? Mm. The Challenge All Stars on Wednesdays on MTV. Um, she, I don't know why that's so funny to me. Where is she going? Where is she going? Where it as a matter of fact, live chat, let's give her a destination, shall we? Where is she going? I don't like the outfit either. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I get the whole 80s love and her feeling aesthetic, so I don't want to be disrespectful. It just is like, ugh, not Skid Row. Girl, God, poor Sheena Easton. Shut up. 1980s theme party for sure. Jim Doll convention. I can't. Ooh, I wish I could put that up there, Christopher, but based off of the current government that we have in place, that would be DEI. Horrible of me to do. Nowhere quickly. Hamburger. Oh, no. Oh. Oh my God, that took me out there. Excuse me. I don't know why the Marys got me. Not Publix. Oh, certain portions of the South, yes. Okay. Oh, Christopher, so you know, child. So much going on. Jim and the hologram manager, gotta be. Dolores Umbridge, Johanna. Dolores would never. She's a horrible woman, but she has taste. Walgreens, Albertsons, girl, they still have an Albertsons by you. They went out of business over here. I don't think we have any more Albertsons anymore in Houston. I'd have to look it up. All the ones that were in my area are gone, 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 gone. That overpriced grocery store. But they had a really good fresh bakery section. Shout out to Publix though. They do have a good bakery and a good like deli. Oh my God. They have a great deli. Publix. Mm-hmm. Piggly Wiggly too. You just got to know which one to go to. Kroger's. Who is working in the meat section? Who is working over there? Who? What that look like? Let me see them hands. Uh-huh. I want to see where the salt. Where is the salt? It's giving Gag City. No. It would be Nick. Can you imagine Nikki's face of okay, she's sitting in the front. She sees that. If Dolores was in Glow, shut up. Oh, I miss Glow. We had such good TV. Oh man, Netflix really dropped the ball on that one. Or was it Netflix fault? I can't remember. But Glow was such a good show. I loved it. So good. Shout out to Allison Brie. She's a great actress. I like her. Okay, everybody. Thank you for your suggestions on where she is going to go. I think we got it here. That was quite fun. Appreciate y'all for getting in. We're about to get to the bottom of this and go through the lip sync and Untucked. Tops and bottoms after everything and all B. Our tops are On Your Nerve, Susie Toots, and Harmona Lisa, with the bottoms being Arietti, Sam Starr, and Lydia Butthole Collins. It's a little bit of a bringing back down to earth moment for Sam, who was like, I don't know what the girls are giving, but they're not. And now here we are on the bottom. It's for Arietti, unfortunately, their second time in this situation, but now it looks like it's imminent for a bottom two. And same thing for Lydia. Booey Collins. I was like, oh, these two have never been in the bottom. Sam's never been in the bottom situation before. It's kind of cool seeing a different change up, if you will. I know we were expecting Corey to be there, and even Arietti telling Corey, like, you should be in my place, and Corey been like, true. Not Corey, not Susie next to Lydia with the balloons by, you know what's really funny? It's like it's like looking at it and being like, I'm a grower, not a shower. Or better yet, like take that clip of that picture and then just put size queen. No, I can't. Oh goodness gracious. I can't. Either way, it's an interesting episode, but who is the winner? The winner is Susie Toots, our first doubla win of the season, and it's already episode 5. Yes, I would feel some kind of way if I was in the competition. It's episode 5, and she's already got 2. 2. 2 wins. Oh, bitch. The way I'd be like locked in on Susie. Like she can't get another one for a little while. I'm going to have to get one on the board because that girl is now ahead of us in 5 episodes. We're no longer even Stevens because, mind you, prior to this, it's Susie Toot with 1, Anya Nerve with 1, Sam Star with 1, and Crystal Envy with 1, and Lexi Love with 1. It's 5 people because we had a shared win from Lexi and Crystal that one time from episode right? We've only seen 2 people go home, a pizza box and a box. Okay, so once they went home, y'all, please forgive me. My neighbor's being a fucking asshole right now. So loud right now. I'm just slamming shit around for no reason. When this whole situation happened, right? This little bit, I'm like, everybody, there's like a lot of people with W's on the board. There's 5 folks out of how many queens that are there? Still 12. So 5 out of 12. That's an interesting, very good number, right? Now Susie's ahead. So there's now 4 of them who have something on the board. One of them who is now in the lead, and the rest of them 7-0. You got 5 people who have something already in the grips. 7 of you need to wake up. You know what needs to happen, right? Next week, somebody not a part of that group has to win. Oh, wait, they didn't do a double win that day? I thought it was Lexi and Crystal won together. They didn't win together? Because I remember we saw Suzanne do her thing. Oh, that was against Crystal. Oh, I got them mixed. Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane, do. My brain just clicked out. It just gave up. It just left me alone in the street. I got hit by a car. It went ow. Jinx Monsoon narrates my life. Everything goes into the spite. Corey King's looks. Oh my God, what is happening? Season 17. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have left whatever I've had on the floor and it is dying. I don't know. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. I'm back. I have to do my whole speech all over again because I fucked it up. I didn't toke before I got on here though. That's the problem. I didn't toke before I got on here. I've had like a very clear morning of just coffee. I cleaned up around my place. I like moved the furniture a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't had that kind of a morning just yet. I was waiting until I was done with the video before I was like, let me take a moment and just have a yow. Okay. Where was I? So Susie. Yeah. So Susie, Sam, Anya, and Lexi. Okay, better. Okay, better. Okay, even worse so. That makes it worse because we're on episode 5 and someone's got like 2 on the board and just 3 other girls have 1. Anya, Sam, and Lexi. Ooh. 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 That's right, because it was Jules and the okay, I remember now. I remember now. I remember now. Okay, got it. I remember now. I was like, wait, I had to pull it back in. I was like, okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. Yeah, they gotta wake up. They gotta wake up. There's a lot of girls got shit on the board. I know the competition is still very early because technically, like, 2 people have already been saved. The gimmick of the whole bit is gone now. So yeah, everybody's gotta wake up. Because it's like, ooh, they're kind of already in the lead, and if you let them get let them get a mile, it's gonna be hard for you to catch back up. So, good luck. Now, Lydia and Ariete are in the bottom too, and they have to lip sync. I was in shock that Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Emotions, and it was Boogie Wonderland. I could not believe it. And I was really hoping somebody else would have got this song initially. The moment I saw it pop up, I was like, oh no. They wasted a good song. I kid you not. I prejudged this when I was like, oh no. Oh my god, this is about to be bad. Oh my god. And I'm gonna be honest, you may not agree with me, but I feel it should still be respected. Like I respect everybody else's opinion. They didn't perform this the way it should have been. Not at all. However, it was a shock to see Lydia understand the assignment way better than Ariete. Like, not even like somewhat better, but like way better than her. Because the song is a vibe. It's not a boom cat one. You can throw some 8 counts in there and some little thumbs, but it's a vibe. It is a boogie. It is a woogie. It is a shake. We are vibing to the song. It's the song that gets you up. Bitch, y'all, if you know dance, Boogie Wonderland, da, da, it just makes you want to so you can play with it, you can go into it, you can do what you want to do. If you wanted to throw some bucking in there, oh, you can, but you better be good. And Ariete wasn't good. Her 8 counts were not hitting. I was so sad. I was like, no. Like when she did this, it was so out of desperation that it wasn't clean. And those moves, while we've seen them many times, if you do them clean, girl, it's gonna look nice. It didn't look nice because she was fighting. She was fighting, and I'm like, no, you need it. This is not like that's. I was like, you can't do that with this one. You got to feel the moment because there's parts of the song that lets them like just buck it out if you want to and just give a little word tease here, but you don't just be throwing it during the like actual daylight. You I don't you build. I stop romance in my she had me at the opening of the coat. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. I said, Lydia, thank you for taking that off because I would have hated watching you walk around looking like okay. I just would have hated it for an Earth, Wind, and Fire song. I would have felt it would be very very close to what's been happening currently in the States with things not being celebrated anymore. I'm just saying, but I was like, okay, thank God she took that shit off because I'm like, Mom, I need to see you do something. She clocked in. I haven't seen a whole carry like that since Armand Rizzo, sweetie. I haven't seen a whole carry like that since a Raheem Shabazz production. I haven't seen a whole carry like that since Cheryl. I haven't. I have not. I was like, oh, she's feeling it. And it's actually working. And I like it because she was feeling it. She was, this was puss, honey. Now, Lydia, this part was puss. I was like, This is me. I'm like, I'm like, oh, you better go down with that bat leg and catch eye control. That was nasty. I was like, oh, you had me like, oh, okay. I almost if I was one of them folks, I've been like, Rue, stop the music. Arietti, do you need to take a breath? Because let's restart this track over again. We want y'all to give a good show. Lydia, keep doing exactly what you're doing, Sweet Pea. You need to take a breath. You need to take a breath. You are like fighting and you think that's going to save you. They literally gave you the same note for the challenge and you're doing it right now. I gotta win, and you gotta take a breath so we can see, you know, what music sounds like in your ears and that your musicality isn't on some fuck shit. And I know you can. That's why I was like, she's doing way too much. That lady was doing some knee shit that was just fucking cute. Baby girl was over here just giving what needed to be given. RuPaul was enamored, was like, oh, who is this? Huh. And it's nothing crazy. Lydia's not doing anything crazy. Because again, this is not how I would have wanted the song to be performed and or done on this show at all, by any means, for Earth, Wind, oh, absolutely not. But Mama clicked in. That beat was hitting, the vibe was taking her over, and she let it flow. And I was living. I was like, okay, bitch, she knows what right is. She's on beat. Down, living. I was like, okay, that's right, Lydia. Knew every word too. I was like, all right, girl. I was like, come on, man. I was shocked. Now, Sam Star has the goal of a fucking pelican to sit there and call this the booger wonderland. What would you have done here, Samantha? Because had that not been Arietti, I promise that had been you pulling that tonight. I bet you that much money. I almost can guarantee you are Confederate soldier. Oh no, you were not going to be given. No. You were not going to be giving the same teases. I know what part of Beham, sweetie. Leeds. Oh no, sweetheart. Oh no. Oh no, girl. No, you were fighting Acacia for fucking country. Ain't no way. I had the nerve to be talking about. I'm surprised that Lydia. Look, she over there climbing Corey's king. Okay, like what you talking about? She know what the mountain looked like. She been to the top. Never would have made it. Feel like Lydia was hiding folks during them days. You hear what I'm saying? Matthew, I have to stop. My God in heaven. Let me tell you something. Lydia, you know what collard greens taste like, friend? No, let me stop. Girl, wait, you guys say, wait, you know what that hog mouse tastes like? Lydia, you know what I'm talking about? Sister, get you some crackers real quick, baby. I was Leticia. Yeah, Leticia. There we go. That's Lydia's new name for me. Leticia Patrice Colleen's, honey. Okay, Leticia over here did that cartwheel into that nasty little spin up. Meanwhile, I'm watching Arietti fall into the abyss of hell, or into the netherworld. I don't know if Ed Boon's going to save her possibly and put her in it, as a guest character in one of the games. But I am not searching for this Floyd. Do you understand me? There was this thing that Arietti kept doing where she was jumping up in the air during every time it said dance, and she would jump in the air. Like and almost grab her ankles. I was like, okay, this would work in a room with somebody else, but like, where is this picture? Girl, do you not know that this lady is in the air and she's grabbing her ankles from the back? I'm sorry, that shit is so funny. Oh, let me see if I can do it without breaking anything. Can you imagine? I would have been crying in the back if I had seen that. Like, I know that girl did not hop to dance. What is happening, Jesus? Woo! I was weak. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I was very entertained by this, whether it was good or bad. I just was like, bitch, this is a lot going on. Lydia out here, excuse me, Leticia St. James out here got these knee highs on, bitch, while Arietti in these sensible pink heels. When she started giving a little sob, I said, "Oh no, Arietti tired. Arietti, you had to be tired or shoot me something, girl, because I know you had hopped up there and got all your blood sugars high and all through the place." I said, "My goodness gracious, what the fuck is happening here?" Did I do a zoom in? Did I zoom in? Did I zoom? Of course I did. Of course I did. Dance. This is the last. Imagine this is the last part of the song, and it ends with dance. Hops into fucking midair this high. Don't know why, but that's what we're doing. Did you not know that when she was landing, it wasn't like she was landing into the actual knees? No, 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 no. She was literally hopping up, hopping down. I had to break it down because I was like, there is no way. No, this is why her back's not hurt. This is exactly why, because she jumps up in the air, lands flat like this, then throws her knees down. Please go watch it back. I want to encourage her to never do that again, because she could have actually fucked her ankle up, but she also could have messed her knees up too if she did the knee part of it. But she's jumping up, landing flat, and then just throwing herself like that. That's why it looks so damn awkward, because it's not a smooth up and then bam, I landed on my knees. I had to break it down. I was like, why does this look so fucking weird? I'm like, oh, because she's landing on her feet and then throwing herself into the knee. And she did it every time. I was gagged. I said, now Trinity, She Devil by Night Tuck would never. Because that lady actually jumps and then lands on her knees. I mean, they're insured, guaranteed. They are. When they said Lydia's name in that room, was like, what? They gagged. They gagged. I mean, not everybody, but the majority of them were like, what? And I'm looking at them like, did you not watch what the lip sync? Did you know? What did y'all see back there? It's Anya for me not moving like everybody else. Sam is gagged, Lana's gagged, Jules is gagged, Corey's gagged. Anya over here like, that's right. Yep, that's what happens. Yeah, y'all gonna stop messing with Leticia, honey. Leticia out here fucking shit up. I told you, that's my sister. Ride or die. I'm gonna go down this mother. Hey, come on. DMX. What's my name? DMX. Yeah, very that. Very that. Anya over here like, I don't know about y'all. See, when it's right, it's on your nerve. Oh my goodness gracious, that shit was so funny. Somebody said Anya wanted both of them to go. I mean, again, I would have never performed the song that way or have expected it to be done the way it was. I just would have still been like, now go ahead, Ladice, you did that now, bitch. But I'll be real I was sad because I like Arietti. That is my Libra sister. You know how I feel about Libras. We got to ride together because the girls always comment for us. So I was like, oh no, my mother, yay. And I'm like, not this way. She was trying so hard. It was a really rough episode. She looks so good too. Oh my God. Don't let this girl go home looking like that. Like Joella left looking a mess. So that made sense. Like lucky, we saw Michael Jackson's past. Like or whatever one you want to put in there. Somebody very, very scary in the corner of a room talking about, yeah, blanket. That's fine. But she looked beat. I was like, nah, please don't send this girl home. She actually is right now. That is wild. In this outfit, no. I was like, not this great look. Oh my goodness. Can't send her home. I also know that Arietti is giving drama a bit. And she's like popping off. And I didn't want to see somebody that is going to give that sort of like back and forth flow. You know what I'm saying? Like now, let's be real. I would be sad if she went home. But I also would remember this lip sync and go, yeah, girl, you lost. I wouldn't have been like, no, change our plans because we like her. I've been like, nah, she lost miserably low key. That girl ate you up and then some, even though it was still not given what I thought it needed to be given. I'm giving LaDusha, Farushka, she got it. That bitch came out there and said, I won't do this. Yo, ate it up. So now, us thinking the 17 was at the Monet part with the I almost exchange rate with the pit stop. I was like, it does make sense. And I don't know if that's what Arietti was thinking too. But like, imagine if we had to sit through how many were left. Let's talk about it. Because I'm looking at this like there were quite a few numbers left. 2, 4, 5, 8, and 10. I can't count. Is 9 up there too? Yeah, no one pulled 9. So 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, and 1. So there were 7 options here. Let's say she didn't pull it. Okay, and 1 was still there. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've been here for a while. This would have been many episodes of them messing this up and never picking 1. This could have been a long stunt. I'm so glad this is over. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am very happy this is over with. Send them home now. No, Michelle got to change clothes. We got to get up here. She's going to catch pneumonia. We don't need that no more. I'm getting sick of us putting Michelle on hospital leave. We need this no more. Thank God. And she picked 1, dunked her, almost felt like a payback for the makeup comment from last week. It was a gag. I know she was excited and happy. Everyone else is freaking the fuck out. A few people like, God damn, we still got people here. But at the same time, I'm excited because my got to stay. 2, we're done with the stunt. It's over. We don't have to think about it anymore. We can just watch the show right. That's why I'm excited. Unless RuPaul comes out with some new nonsense the next week or the following week. That's why I'm happy. The gag worked for the beginning for what it was worth. You legit didn't introduce it until like episode 2. It had 2, 3, 4, 5 were finished. Done. Good. And you saved someone we liked. Great. Boom. Route. People liked Hormona. God forbid she went home. The way this fandom would have acted, look how that worked. Arietti, the opposite side of that, not the kumbayas, if you will. The opposite side of that wanted her to stay, we got our wish too. Everyone got a kumbaya, and you got a shady lady. Bam. Everyone won. You got 1 of each. We're good? All right, bet. I will say for Jules, though, in Untucked, I'm with her. As much as I'm like happy my friend is staying, I'm sad because there goes my chance if I'm in the situation to pull the lever and save myself. So there is a little give and take from that. It's like, okay, yes, we're done, thank God, but also the people there, shit. There's not an option. There's not another chance. There's not another way back. It's now all or nothing. No more thinking of strategy and if this can happen. Nope. Gone. Here you go. Maybe they were reading an Untucked. The girls don't see it for everyone. I'm glad Corey can take jokes because she gets dragged weekly by these people and she receives it. But also, hey, Lana over here, Lana wasn't feeling it. Mama wanted to win. She at least wanted to be in the top this week. I think she just wanted to get critiques over anything, even if not a win, just to get critiques, if you will. And to be in the back again is really frustrating. The Red Vines or Twizzlers and the House of Love cocktail. Jules trying to go over there and talk to her. And she's like, I just don't want to cry. I just don't want to talk about it right now because if I start talking about it, I'm going to get overwhelmed. And her turning around is very season 9 coded. It was quite hilarious and a callback to that. It's Jules being so drunk because apparently they've been there for a while. So Jules was drunk and didn't realize like that's the hint. You need to get up. You gotta go. I don't want to talk to you, girl. Please leave me alone. You want me to leave you alone, sister? Okay, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, Jules. Lexi's had enough of Susie. She feels like Susie basically shot down all of her ideas and starting to piss her off a little bit. And she's getting a little tired of it. But I think she's also getting annoyed in the sense of a lot of stuff that's going on. Because it's like, girl, why y'all talking? Like, why you ain't got shit to say? Like, I think that Lexi's getting a little aggy too, because she was also in the top at one point. And now it's like we've been having a few safe runs. Like, okay, can we get me back on the board again too? Well, shit. Crystal's still trying to get that win. Jules the same. You know what I'm saying? Acacia is happy to be safe. Be very honest with you, as is Corey. But I'm here for them being drunk and untucked. When they do come back and they talk about who's in the top and who's in the bottom, and they're talking about Susie and Hermona, because those are the ones they didn't see it for. They believe Anya was going to be the top. Isn't that something? They knew Anya was going to be the top, but they were like, I don't know about Susie's outfit, and I don't know about Hermona. They thought Arietti was going to be the top. Lana's gagged. What? Corey, these faces. Everybody's over here like, what? I feel like they were more gagged at Hermona being in the top versus Susie. They probably could feel the performance was, but they're like, what about my look? They're all going down the line, giving very like, this is how I feel, and this is what they said, and I'm really excited about that. I kind of hate sometimes how they're like, I have to be this person. I hate if I was in the middle of me saying they gave me such good critiques, I'm so happy with how this makes me feel, and someone's rolling their eyes. I'm not gonna lie. I'd clock that shit quick. Susie, as much as I was like, everyone's making a face when I was watching the reaction today, when I was doing my playback and I was getting the shots, I'm like, you damn Skippy. Girl, what do you need? What do you have to say? Like for real, Corey, what do you have to say in this outfit about my look, about what the judges say about me? Please elaborate. I'd love to hear it. It feels like very much Dolores versus Tom in Traitors. Like Dolores letting Tom basically hang himself. Because it's like, Tom, you don't got no evidence against me. Why are you talking? Like, girl, you ain't got nothing to work off of. So what are we doing today? And scene. I love how Anya big ups them. She big ups Hermona and she big ups Susie, because they do speak highly, or they have these moments and then people sort of make these faces, and sometimes they do shrink a little bit, or sort of like, I'm not going to address, I'm just going to let it go. Anya like loud about it, bitch. I am so proud of y'all. Oh my God, y'all are doing so good. And I know that think that you're not giving that, girl, and you are chewing these challenges up. I live, sister. Anya, I know what you're doing, and I live. You are very much poking those bears, girl, because you're like, since y'all want to be like that, I'm gonna be loud for them. Ariette is steaming back here. And it's one of those, I went big, I did well, and they said I look good, but you're gonna wear me out over this challenge. And I knew the overthinking Libra was activated. Form of everything sucks, I'm terrible, fuck all these people. I know her very well. I know that spirit very well. Oh, she was over it. Over it. Because it's like, now what? You're about to send me home, and then you start to overthink, and you're already planning your exit and all that kind of shit without going, I have a chance to save myself. Then she's like, other girls that were safe should have clearly been the bottom. Well, who? You want to know why I'm happy? Ariette didn't puss out. I'm not going to say their names. She got the fuck up and pointed directly at them. Corey, I know you're my scene partner, but sorry, bitch, you should have been in the bottom over me. And Corey, like, that's fine. I agree. Crystal, you didn't give anything. Oh. Can't believe, sorry, I thought you were given this much. Harmona, I can't believe you're in the top. I was like, oh. And I know Harmona's like, girl, Miss Arietti's coming for me. And she did, though, and you didn't say anything. That is where I want Harmona to step out of her big panties. Harmona, you actually read, bitch. You kind of cack Sam a little bit when y'all were doing stuff. You think this looks good? Are you sure? You think you did well? Oh, to Lydia, when she was like, how you think you did this week? And she's like, I think you did really well. And she's like, you did? Like, Harmona could actually read if she wants to, but I think Harmona is afraid for someone to cack at her. Like, she knows she could read them, but she's afraid for the return fire. I don't know if she wants to do the back and forth. She may not be a conflict girl. She may be a girl that knows how to read some bitches, but she don't know how to handle conflict like that to where the next day we can be over it. Because you saw how mad she was at Lexi for a minute and basically also holding Lydia accountable for her having a role that she didn't want, that she ended up being in the top for. But damn you, Lydia, for giving me this role. Huh? You think so? You think they edited it out? You think they edited it out? It's possible. I don't believe it, because to me, why edit that out when that would have been such a perfect moment versus playing her as a lamb? So unless she comes out and says they edited it out, then I don't think they did that, because that would be a waste of an edit. It really would. Like, why would you not let her have her lick back? She would have deserved it, and we would have agreed with her. Matty, hey David, do you agree that the girls doing what they were doing ultimately determined Susie's win? I think it's finally gave production the underdog storyline they desperately wanted since season 5. If I looked at who was in the top this week and who deserved the win out of all of them, it's Susie. I don't think that Anya would have got it based off of her runway missing something, a little bit of an element. And for Hermona, I think there are a little over her silhouette, and they thought she did very, very good. I think their mind was already on giving Susie the win versus it being through Untucked. But to David's point here, from production standpoint, yes, this actually works very well for that. You girls aren't seeing her, but she's chewing. It's very easy to do. So I can see where you can deduce that, come to that opinion of, what they saw back here and going, oh, we know who to give it to. It's going to piss them off even further. But I think they already had in mind that Susie was going to get it, personally. Lana's saying that I get that Susie being the top for talent, but she does not eat my runway up, is valid for Lana to say. However, it's also valid that the judges preferred the full factor of what was going on with Susie as far as performance and look, and getting the reference that she was doing outside of Little Bo Peep. And I love Lana, but I feel her frustrations are becoming, they're projecting now, and they're projecting in a very, like, come on, girl. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at her, but I'm more so going, okay, you need to clock in, because it seems to be about them, and it needs to be about you right now. And you're not making this about you. You're making it about them. But I would be pissed too. I'm not going to lie. If I was in the back and I felt I did a good job, I'm going to be real with you. I would be looking at Suzanne Wilde. I would. I probably would have said some shit to her. Now, later on, I'd have thought to myself, well, bitch, this is all my fault. But in that moment, in the heat of it, with the alcohol touching my tummy and my brain going, wee, I'm going to say something. And she can cack me back, but I'm going to be like, nah, bitch, I got to tell you, I don't like your look, but your talent ain't. Susie politely got them all together. It is not even about what you think of me. I don't do things for what you think of me. I do things for me, one. And if the judges are liking what I'm giving, then I'm going to keep on giving them what they're asking me of, because that is what we are required to do. So if you don't like my style and my taste and all that, that's not my problem. And it was the busting out of the laughter part for me. Lexi in the back making faces or going like, what? It'd be like this, and I'm going, there is a lot happening right now. And it's Susie getting up and giving them a bow. Like, and I thank you, because I'm going to continue doing what I got to do. And you could be mad about it because I don't care. And you can be mad about it, girl. And that's all right. That's all right. It's going to be all right. You're going to be all right. And it's Anya championing that too. Like, y'all can't take her. It's giving sour. Corey, I'm sorry. busting out laughing. I'm like, you must be laughing at the fact that she kind of ate that up, not at her saying that in that outfit. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm so sorry. There's no way you're laughing at her for looking like that and her saying it and thinking that she's delusional. There just couldn't possibly be. I do respect Jules for giving this sort of point of view, but it was backhanded a tad bit because it is about you wouldn't wear this, but you get it for her. But it's like, it's a clown. I'm like, yeah, the category wasn't specific to she can't be a clown. It just said pink. And she wanted to do a look that was clown, that was very 1920s Harley Quinn tease, like Harley Quinn, the way I just said that. It was very referential in fashion. It is. So like, I was like, come on now. Like, you all can't do that. So when Anya called it and said it's giving sour, the way y'all are doing this, like, oh, she is eating, but like we want to win too. Okay, so there's a way to like catch her without like dragging her down. But guess what, everybody? I don't care. I don't care if they're dragging her down. I don't care if they're being mean because this is fun. This is Susie handling her business, and she's not out here being like, everybody's against me and I can't handle all this competition, and then getting a whole audience to engage on folks and attack people online, and then acting like it's not a big deal because that's not what they meant. And y'all, oh my gosh, and all that bullshit. It's not happening. We're not doing that again. It is Susie being able to stand in her shit and go, y'all can't touch me. Anya being able to go, oh, you can't handle. And Hermona being like, and you bitches are mad I met RuPaul for the umpteenth time. I'm going to say this. And everybody else there going, we got the package, but do you got the package? I like this season. There are girls who are having to find out, oh, I got to do something different. And there are others who thought maybe they're not going to like me, and they're living. And now we're having to rework strategy. I fucking love it. I love it, love it, love it. Love how this season is going. Give me the full ride, baby. Give me the full ride. Give it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Ain't nobody playing. You know what I'm saying? Bravo. That's a good way of looking at it. Tickled pink. I like that. That adds a little more to the element of the category, and it adds a more, I really wanted to go there. That's what that gives. It's like, I didn't just want to give you pink. I wanted to give you an idea of my pink that represents that is applied to the such. I do like that Susie's a thinker. Susie's very intelligent, and I love drag queens that display that through their looks. And it sort of translates the way they're asking to. Again, I'm all about presentation. This is from my days of watching drag since I was 16. And, it's been 20 plus years now. Presentation, girl, will change everything. What you thought wasn't giving will demolish the bitches because you showed it and you gave it to where we can understand. Oh, I get that. I got it. Even things you would never even know what they were. Somehow you figured it out. You're like, oh my God, I get that. Yeah, it's presentation, baby. Presentation. They were going in and Untucked, and it was a key. Arietti did take that responsibility, but it was more so in the confessional. She does realize, okay, I definitely am at fault for this, and it's no one else's fault, and I definitely took it out. I have got to get my head out of the sand and this, that, and the other. Because at the end of the day, this is such a Libra thing. Like the whole acting out and then having that moment of self-realization, like, oh God, did I just do that? Did I just do that? Like, oh, my regrettable Libras. I know. Did I just blow up for no reason? Jesus Christ. If I just thought, you'd just be like, honey, if someone make you mad enough, you just say, fuck thinking. Like, I'm just going to say the first thing that comes out of my mouth. And Libras are very good at demolishing and destroying with words. Very good. Like, if we just know we don't care no more, oh yeah, we're going to get you. We're going to ruin our lives and yours. It's okay. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this man came back here and talked about his suit and other things that I didn't care about. And Arietti was happy, of course, that she wasn't eliminated. But I gotta say, honey, I'm sorry. I am locked into Drag Race this season. I'm locked in. I'm having the best time right now. I enjoyed last season too. I'm glad it feels like it's a continuation of that excitement factor versus feeling like, okay, what is the season going to give? Is it going to be sort of like this? We're going to do this all over again. Blah, blah, blah. Some choices I would do a little bit differently, but it's not anything that's major right now for me. I fucking love Fridays. I like Fridays for two reasons. One, because I get to review trailers and talk about it with y'all, and then, of course, do this show. But it really is. Oh man, this is it was a good episode. I'm sorry, I got everything I needed and then some. I did. Not too heavy in the emotional department. You know, there were a couple of relatable factors here. It was extra shady. There were some moments where it's like, ooh, how are they going to do this? You know, talent was served, and a lot of people were given their papers today. I'm sorry. Oh, season 17, you might get that Emmy. You might get that Emmy. I mean, well, currently with how the way Traders is running, since they won last year, I don't know if they're gonna get it this. I don't know if they're gonna get it this year. I don't know about that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm still enjoying Traders, but it's like I'm really aggravated by a lot that's going on that one. But Drag Race has been howdy doody time. You got the stunts gone. There is no more pull a lever and let's see if we want to keep you shit. It was already always 17, so there you go. Then, you know, there's no bottles of lotion, there's no chocolate candy bars, there's no oops, I did it. Nope, none of it. Music hasn't been bad for the lip sync songs. The lip syncs to me weren't really hitting until we had the Lexi one. That shit was fun. That was a blast. But I will say this is now one of my favorite lip syncs I'll put on the board here for the season. So with 5 episodes, there's at least 2 out of 5 that can go that I enjoyed myself. So I'm like, okay. I'm just happy. Yeah, I'm just happy it's not this full. We're afraid of the fans, so we're not going to be ourselves, and we're not going to look like bad people because we know how they take everything so damn seriously. We are going to look ugly at times. We are going to say the wrong thing, but we're human beings, and like if we all can act like that every now and then, we can realize that sometimes what happened last year does not make for what is happening this year. That is why I'm like, please God, y'all, whatever happens next week with La Roach and whatever opinions he has, we begged for that man to be back on the show, and we deserve to have him on there. He's good TV. He may not be the nicest person to hit a panel, but that's why he's on those panels. That's why he's hired for that. He's going to give a nasty, sharp read. He's going to give a nasty opinion. He's also going to be on the money. That man knows fashion. So I'm going to take whatever he say next week. I'm just asking, we got bigger fish to fry. We got bigger fish to fry than what happened on the show that was filmed a year ago. Currently, right now, if my eye can move any further to the back of my head. Everybody, we had almost 400 people in this live at one given time. That is amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back, a big hug from me. I mucho appreciate that. If you haven't hit the like button already, do it now. Do me that favor and make sure you get in this comment section. I did give you some homework. 1, I want that big 3 of your zodiac if you know it. 2, give me what you would have wanted to do in the RDR live and also your thoughts on the RDR live if you want to incorporate any of that into the comment section. 3, what is your pink runway? 4, how you feeling about Untucked? Give me a side. I'm fine with it. If you want to do I'm on this person's side, because that's perfectly fine. You write them dissertations, bitch, because I've been reading them at 3:00 in the morning lately. When my insomnia really hits bad, I go into the comment section. I just start reading y'all's comments, even the ones that are very nonsensical and weird. And like, girl, are you okay? Like, take your medicine. But like, I start to read them, and I am enjoying some of y'all's opinions. Don't just think the hearts are for foolery. Even if I don't agree, I'm like, you did that. You did that. This is arm giving. It's up there. We getting there. We're getting there, Barbara. We're getting there. Okay, let's wrap this up so I can get on with the rest of my day, and you as well, and you can enjoy your Saturday, Sunday, or whatever day of the week this is. My name is Matty-Rants, and you have been ranted. I'll have a visual like one day for that. But we're talking about season 17, episode 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race. So we had a wonderful day. If you want to find me in other spaces and places on the internet, there's a Linktree link in my about section. It'll take you to my Insta, my Twitter, and all that kind of good stuff. I need to put my Blue Sky on there because I am on Blue Sky as Matty-Rants as well. Shout out to everybody on Blue Sky. It's so not toxic on that. Like, Jesus Christ, thank you, Jesus, thank you, God, and all that good stuff. Yeah. My brain gave up. Oh, Patreon. If you want to catch my reaction on Patreon, it's for as low as $1 a month. And I have over 600 videos now on there. I have this episode in Traders up. I'm adding the challenge All Stars Rivals on the roster too. So if you're challenge fans and you do want to see reaction videos of that, that is now going to be put on my Patreon because I was like, I have time. I can do the challenge. So I'm going to add the challenge to it as well. I got one last super chat. Okay, I'm going to make sure. Thank you, D. I saw it. I'm going to get it. Where's my speech? Book me on Cameo. I will do any special requests for you as long as it's not vulgar. Be respectful. Also, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. I am an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus, so get that free week on me. That link is in the About section. Shout out to Emrika and shout out to Liam for being amazing moderators today. I love y'all so very much. Liam, we're going to get to the memberships. Give me... because I am taking care of business with the car right now, and my focus is really helping now that I got that title. Like, I got to get the money and I got to get the car situated. So we're going to still do it. Not this upcoming Sunday through that. Let's shoot for the second week of February, like for Valentine's Day sort of something. Let's do that. We'll talk in the inbox on Twitter. We'll do it. Let's do Tuesday. Let me take a break Monday. I'm gonna talk to you Tuesday when I feel like talking about work. I have to take days where I don't talk about anything to do with YouTube or Drag Race. My friends know that because they'll be like, Matt, oh, did you see? I'm like, yo, I promise to God, I just got off of the computer for 5 fucking hours just talking about this shit. I love y'all down. Give me a day. Give me a day. So I talk about it again, I'm gonna like blow up. I think that's it. Tippy Poo Jar is available if you would like it. Scrolling down here. Yeah, there you go. And thank you all so much for the super chats and the tips today. I really appreciate it. You came through. We did meet the goal. So all amazing gravy right there. I really do appreciate that. Wait a minute. 8 Sage. How did I miss this? Shout out to Crash Bandicoot. Not with that haircut. Ooh. Let's see here. JMCL, love you down. Thank you so much for everything you do. I really do appreciate you. JMCL, love you down. Steven Voice. This season has everything. Oh, goodness gracious. It's fun. It's fun. Hey, tomorrow's the Grammys too. So we'll be doing the panel. But we'll be ending at 6:00 sharp because it was for Sam Star because of the Boogerland. It's funny. Thank you for the context, 8th Stage. I appreciate it. But Grammys are tomorrow. You know who I want to win Album of the Year. I'm freaking out. And I hate that I'm showing my stan colors, especially my old stan colors, because I'm too old for that now. But like, I want her to win it so bad. Just for Two Hands to Heaven. But like, I want her to win it so bad. I wanted her to win it so bad. I don't even have any more. The fact that Renaissance didn't get it still pisses me off. But man, I have never in my life won an award for somebody so badly in my life, next to Demi Moore for the Oscar for The Substance. And I also am rooting for the lady that is from Brazil because that movie was like amazing. But something about the world I've lived in and the fact that I've known who Demi Moore is since I was a little kid, and that she like almost quit her career and that she got that one role and said, I'm just going to do it. And now everybody's celebrating her again. It like, that's the shit. I'm like, every time I want to give up, man, those stories are the ones that keep me in the race. So that's why I'm like, oh my God, I would love for Demi Moore. And they were basically saying she's a popcorn actress. Please. Yeah, it's Demi Moore and Beyonce for me for award season is where I'm at. Oh, certainly not Sophia. Certainly not you. Certainly not you. And definitely not Zoe Saldana. Jesus Christ. Ooh-wee. Anywho, let me wrap this up because I'm about to get into hot topics, and that's the rant report, and those are Thursday shows with me. My God. Jesus Christ. People, y'all definitely need to get PR folks and get some managers on y'all's stuff. But I am rooting for Doechii too. Excuse me. Doechii be into me, but low-key women in music in general, I'm just gonna be rooting for. So it's just where we're at. So here we go. Okay, everybody. Love you down. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my God, almost a 3-hour live. Who's gonna complain about this? Somebody ugly. I will talk to you. I will talk to you later. Love y'all. See you tomorrow for the panel.
Listen.